let's say African soul. Now there's the way African soldier. But Nkrumah African soldier. Jomo Kenyatta African soldier. Patrice Lumumba African soldier. Marcus Garvey African soldier. African soldier, show your power. Show your power and free your people now. Save your people. Save your people. Them now. From economic hazards. Save your people. From political nonsense. I say save your people. From economic rubbish. Oh, save your people. From political yabbies. I say save Africa. From economic jargon. Attention, African soldiers. La sika se la labia. La sika se la labia. La sika se la labia. We're still calling African soldiers. La sika se la labia. African soldiers who fought for freedom. La sika se la labia. About my colleague, African soldier. La sika se la labia. About to Bello, African soldier. La sika se la labia. About Liberia-VOL, African soldier. La sika se la labia. Dr. Steve Biko, African soldier. La sika se la labia. Yes, Augustino Later, African soldier. La sika se la labia. Musa Couture, African soldier.
Peace is not the absence of conflict.
Soldier. La sika se la labia. African soldier.
It is the presence of harmony. This means that peace is not just about conflict, but about creating a situation where different people can find common ground and peacefully coexist. It is about promoting understanding, respect, and communications between different parties involved. Just like we have different parties gearing up for the election on October 10th. Peaceful coexistence, people, requires efforts and understanding from all sides. I mean all, and not some, not few persons, but all those persons involved. And peace can only be achieved if all of us are willing to compromise and listen to each other. It is also important to remember that peace is not static. Yeah, sure. Peace is not static. It is an ever-evolving process that requires constant attention and effort. Therefore, to foster peace and a peaceful coexistence, it is essential to make our voices heard, while also making ourselves open to listen to others as well. It is not always and only about us, but it is about everybody. Good morning, Liberia. Good morning, Liberians. Good morning to each and every one of you from the 15 political subdivisions of Liberia. Good morning to you, President George Weah. Good morning to you, Vice President Joe Howard Tiller. Good morning to you, all of the senators, representatives, ministers of government ministries and agencies. Good morning to you. Good morning to you as well in the private sectors. Good morning to you, owners of concession companies in Liberia. Good morning to you, the Shushan boys, wheelbarrow boys, the market women. And good morning to every one of you listening to this program this morning. This is the program Good Morning Liberia, and it feels good to be here this morning to present to you this program for the very first time. And before we go any further, let me abreast you with what are some of the things we will be doing here this morning as we sit on this platform for the first time this morning and going forward. These are the faces that you will be seeing here as it relates to the presentation of the program Good Morning Liberia. So as we go through the program this morning, here is what we have on the menu for each and every one of you who are tuned to this station right now. Coming up shortly, we will discuss Councillor Charlene Bronskin's statement on her reaction to Nancy's, where she said she is the best amongst all other vice presidential candidates in the country currently on the paper. Okay, that will run up to some time of discussion, wherein afterwards we will open the line to hear from you as it relates to what do you make of her statement, what your personal opinion is as it relates to her being the best and all of that. And afterward, as we wind down on that, coming up at 8:05, we will bring on CDC Chairman Molu. And he will talk about those of them who were certificated or their certification process. He will talk about it, and what we will really be looking at would be where he talked about the president being voted and that opposition stand no chance against the victory of President George Weah, and he was calling on the partisans to see as to how they could give him a one round and they should not enter into a second round. So we will be also be looking into that on this platform today, and that will run up to 9:05, where we will take commercials, and after that we will return on the show, and we will be looking at Unity Party's visit to Ganta over the weekend. Some of us who have smartphones and other things, we saw what were going on there, what were some of the things that they were doing there. We will also share that on the platform this morning again as well. And that will run up to around 9:40, where we'll take calls and hear from you and all of that. And following that, we will squeeze in the president's son, Timothy Weah's plan of a scholarship draft for kids of Liberia. So on the show this morning, on this platform, these are some of the things we will be highlighting on the program this morning. So kindly be informed that we are live on our Facebook and YouTube pages. So if you are following us this morning, leave your comments and we will have them read on the platform while we are here this morning. So with that said, my name is Famata Duncan, and I am here with two other ladies. Like I said, going forward, we are the presenters of the program Good Morning Liberia. And so, having introduced myself, sitting in the main seat this morning, let's now take this time to go over to the other ladies who will introduce themselves shortly. So we go over to the first lady on my far right. Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity to sit here today. My name is Grace Williams Joshua, and I'm excited to be digesting into trending issues, especially when it comes to national concern
Okay.
on this radio station. Thank you.
Okay, so let's go over to the next person.
Okay, so um, my name is Liberia-VOL, and it's so exciting to be on Good Morning Liberia, especially on my birthday morning.
Wow.
Yes, it's really exciting.
So where are we going after here?
We will discuss that.
Okay, thank you ever so much, but I hope your nights were okay. I hope your nights were okay.
Yeah, it was okay for me, but I had some kind of terrible accident, but I'm grateful that I'm here today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. It's great. She's grateful that we are all here today and sitting on this platform to present to you for the very first time the program. Good morning, Liberia. And like I said this morning, there are a couple of things we will be sharing our knowledge on this morning, and we will also give you the time to see as to how we can hear from you as it relates to what you have to put forth on the platform this morning. So Grace, do we have the audio?
Yeah, we have the audio. I think Samira have the link. We'll just play it from this side if you're ready.
Okay. Let's see as to how we can do that. So our first talking point, like I said this morning, centers around Councillor Charlene Bronskin, where she said amongst all of the vice presidential candidates in the country currently, she is the best on paper. So let me see if do you have it already?
No, I think she's trying to lower it, so I think we can take
Let me see
it
if I
on.
can get it from here.
Yeah, Steve.
Let me see if I can get it from here.
So this is
Those who are vying for the vice presidential slot.
I think we can.
Okay. Let's see as to how we can work on that. From here.
Okay. So
Yeah.
sitting this morning, I'm kind of thinking,
Mm-hmm.
like when you were reading the motivational quotes on peace,
Mm-hmm.
being the mantle that we need to carry this country forward.
Yeah.
I felt kind of relieved because this is the message that all journalists across the country are expected to be preaching ahead of our October election.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the peace from a broad perspective, like Ambassador McCarthy said before he left,
Mm-hmm.
Liberia, the only golden egg we have to maintain is our peace.
Okay.
No political party can do that for you. No political party can keep your peace for you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I noticed that we as Liberians are kind of afraid of is like maybe I will not have money to feed my children. I will not have money to take care of myself if I don't adhere to what my political leader says. But we are not being loyal to Liberia itself.
Okay.
I think our loyalty should focus on Liberia.
Sure.
Yeah. So if we start looking at our loyalty for the country, we notice that the most important thing that we can keep is our peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's the message we should keep speaking as we sit on various platforms as we go towards the election in October. Okay. So do we have it now?
Not yet, it's still kind of lonely.
So
Okay.
I don't know if we can
We can
actually
get it from-
play from your phone because I'm out of network this morning. I think
Okay.
we just get the slides from there and play it from your end. But I think we need to listen to her because she's
Yeah, we
giving us
must
salient
listen.
point. I want the public to be the judge because for individual to just come on and say I am the best. Wow, that's a huge statement.
But I hope you also know that we have freedom of speech, right? So anybody has the right to say whatever he or she wants to say. But then, though we have the right to say what are some of those things we want to say, but we should also take into account the way we say it and the setting we say it in. Because, mind you, where you stop, other
That's
people,
where the person begins.
So,
Yeah, so This says that it was on VOA Daybreak Africa. She said that particular statement on VOA Daybreak Africa. It's
Okay.
in the news, so it was there. She mentioned that she's
Okay, so
Yes.
if I just woke up one morning from my bed,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that we have tons of journalists across the country,
Mm.
I just come up Voice of Liberia and say, "Oh, I am the best journalist in the whole of Liberia." Okay, let's just narrow it down to Monrovia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the best journalist in Maserati. That's a huge statement. You will have counterclaims. You will have other journalists trying to say, "What does she think she is?"
Sure.
Without any award being presented to me, maybe I did not go for any findings, no political institution or no or NGOs came to me and said, "Okay, Grace, you are the best journalist in Maserati." But I just get up from my bed one morning and say, "Okay, I am." That is like putting praises on myself, really praises on myself.
Okay.
What's most important is the public judgment for each person they come across. So, like you said, Charlie have her own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
She can say what she want to say. It left for the public to decide if what she's saying is true. While we're looking for that, I don't know if we can make Malu's statement.
Yeah, you have it there. If you
Yeah.
have it, let's play that instead.
Yeah, the first talking point while we're looking for Charlie. So let's go to Malu and see if we can get that one first. Okay. Okay, I have it right here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
get
Okay.
Charlie?
Okay.
You have
Okay.
Charlie?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we take it.
You know, she came aboard because she was kind of
The
very
presidential
present.
tickets right now, I certainly feel that particularly with those who are vying for the vice presidential slots, my experience surpasses most of their experiences. I have been fortunate as one of the few women in Liberia to lead a very reputable law firm to engage in legislative drafting, at least to assist the government of Liberia in both administrations in providing my legal advice to drafting legislation, to drafting policies and regulation. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an employer, I am an assistant professor of law. So I think my experience far surpasses any other vice presidential candidate on the 2023 ballot. So I think that those who are the naysayers or the opposition to the CPP ticket will try to identify what they will call like low-hanging attack fruit, right? Ways to attack me, and that's the only thing they come up with that I have inexperience. But when you actually compare, on paper, my experience far surpasses their candidates. How do you defeat an incumbent?
Okay. So I think you've heard her, so that you won't say we are coming up with our own saying against her this morning. So you've heard her, and she said, as far as she is concerned, her experience surpasses all of the other persons that we know of currently. That is vice presidential candidates that we know of. And just to name a few, we have Joe Howard Taylor, still wanting to
But
contest.
then,
And
if you go forward in that recording, she said that if you look at Jeremiah Kuhn, you see that he served as senator. If you look at Joe Howard Taylor, you'll see that she served as senator.
Sure.
But as for her, she's from the law firm, and currently she's one of the assistant at the law school, at the University of Liberia. She's teaching there.
Okay.
So she listed so many things that made her to be qualified more than these people.
Okay.
But anyway, the public will decide that.
But another thing we should also be looking at too is for Vice President Joe Howard Taylor is such that she has served in this position, right? And she's still vying with the current president to go back for the second term. So I feel she also has the experience as well, right? As it relates to spearheading other activities as a vice president of the country. So and I believe outside of the vice presidency, she has other things as well that she's also taking care of. That if you are to equate to what Charlie is saying, you can also have an understanding that apart from the vice presidency, she also has experience in other areas. Because I was doing some how they call it, looking through her profile yesterday, and I saw that she also has some knowledge in financing and all of that. She went to school and she has knowledge in that. And with her time in the at the legislature, I believe she has some level of understanding as it
If I'm
relates
not
to.
mistaken, she served there for 12 years.
Good.
Yes.
And this did not just start after let's say after she came to the CDC's government and she became vice president. It started even before. Even with her husband by then, the former president Charles Taylor, she also was doing some underground stuff as it relates to the issue of governance in Liberia and all of that. So if one would come out with a statement of such, and I like the way she put it, she said on paper, that means come in.
The fact here is, for me, this morning, I don't want to look at Charlie qualification when it comes to documents. Okay, for me, I'm a very, very technical person when it comes to reasoning. I concur with you when it comes to maybe the level and length of how long Joe Howard Taylor has stayed in political office. I concur with you for that. But when it comes to the way the both of them have impacted life, that's my own takes I want us to look at. Because you can just come out and make, it's not about having all the biggest achievement when it comes to book. The little life you touch, it matters. Okay, Joe Howard Taylor has been seated as a vice president. Before that, she was even a senator, and her people loved her unconditionally. I tell you, the people from Bon Country, they really, really love this woman. Apart from that, you can see what the both of them are doing. Even Madam Ellie Johnson said it when she was there, she made her part. Charlie is an accomplished woman. She is an accomplished woman. There is no doubt. But going to the point to say, I am the best.
Whereas you have not even
Grace Panner, right? Grace Panner also vice Senate Barrow. Check the qualification. It's not about the law school you graduated from, or how you graduated with what kind of community. We not care for that one anymore. What we care for, how many lives have you touched? What your organization? What you doing? How are you reaching out to Liberian people? Is that only power that people want? That's my own concern. Liberians, only power can make you give something to the country. When you elected in a specific position before you will come back to us, that your qualification will give off food, that the concession you're making, the way the concessions you will make, the experience you have in those things, that what will help us. Like for instance, looking at Joe Howard Taylor, in a year she spent it. If that great people did not love her, they will not keep electing her. If she did not have impact she will not be elected.
She will not have been elected.
Charlie is supposed to start, for me, my own recommendation. Charlie start from somewhere, because all those people that have acceded to our highest position in this country, they started, they have some political trademark in serving our people. You can just jump for nowhere and can't say you won't be vice president. For me,
so I'm looking at the first step. Joe Taylor, she was the first lady for Charles Taylor, and she left from there, and then she became senator for Bowman County for 12 good years. She served in that position. Do you think that if the Liberian people never left her, she was going to maintain that 12 years and even coming up to vice president level?
And I think it's not only about liking her, it is also based on what she has done.
What she has done for the Liberian people.
Yeah, I believe that's the reason why you see every time she puts her hands up,
we willing to support her.
People are always willing to
I respect Charlie. She's a very, very accomplished woman. I keep saying, when it comes to her academic standard, she's bravo to her. I know she has been contributing to some policies within a lower house. She some acts on law. People want to write or come up with bills. They go to her for consultation. But I'm happy that she herself coming out to say it, that the public will be the judge. Because if I sit there today and say, okay, Charlie, you wrong for what you say, then I'm entitled to my opinion, no, but the public should be the one. So that's my own take for today on Charlie statement. We should look at their accomplishment, how well they have impacted
It's
life.
not just about
So let's also look at Jeremiah Cohn too. Let's also look at him. Let's not just keep the conversation on only Joa Howard Taylor and that. She said,
from there, I mean, Jeremiah Cohn served as representative for 8 years before getting elected as senator for Liberia County.
Okay.
And now he's the vice president for, not vice president, but the man that is Colombian, Joseph Waka.
Yeah.
So I think he himself, he got some accomplishment in the government too. And I think he will come and say, I'm the best vice president, since everybody are entitled to their own, right, and things like that.
Okay.
The reason I actually captured Joa Howard Taylor is the female political candidates are my own interest in this election. For sure. If anybody will be president, I will vote for will be a female stand-up bearer.
Okay.
Because Liberia should be coming from a balanced perspective when it comes to inclusion. Women political participation and inclusion should be a key interest to national concern. So if we are trying to compare Jeremiah Cohn, my man, I want that man, we often are seeing country. That probably get problem, I tell you. I tell people for free, I'm a Liberian, being a journalist, I'm a Liberian, I'm entitled to my own political affiliation.
Sure.
But the fact remains, if I was to choose wisely, who would be my standard bearer, I would never choose Jeremiah Cohn. I stand to be corrected. I will never choose Jeremiah Cohn.
Okay.
I don't have problem with Ambassador Parker. But that attachment is a serious challenge. So if Charlie, the only person I can compare Charlie with that Joa Howard Taylor, trust me.
Okay.
That's my own opinion on that.
Okay.
And maybe if I was to grade both of them, that would be secret because they are both women.
Okay.
And I'm a feminist. I love the both of them.
Okay.
So I'm telling you, I would choose Charlie 100% over Jeremiah Cohn.
Okay. So that's that. You heard what she said from the clip we played this morning. And so that's how it is, and that's what she said. And we are giving our own take on what was said in the clip as it relates to Charlie being the best, like she said. And so, what's the yardstick used? Because there are other people who she's contesting against, or who are also in the race with other with their presidential candidates who have been in this too, though they don't have law firm, though they are not entrepreneurs or in their own area. I believe they have other things that they are associated with.
Sure.
That you can also look at to know as to where they stand, because each and every one of us count what may we are important to society one way or the other in our various ways. And this does not only has to do with those who are educated. Even those who are not educated, they also have their own role to play.
Yes,
like you
society.
see a madman in the street passing around, he has his role in society. So you cannot look at that, and above everything else, you place yourself high above everybody, like what her name Grace was saying this morning. We are all important. Like I also started with the peace quote this morning. We are all important one way or the other. But however it is, again, we will say that's what she thinks, and that's what she wants to put out to the public. So it's left with the public to judge as to whether what she said was okay, or as to
Okay, say for matter, all the politicians in the country, I consider most of them as a joker. Charlie knew when her father was alive. the impact he had on the life of Liberian people.
Sure.
He may not have been elected as president, but the late Councillor Blonsky did well for a lot of prominent Liberians. He contributed. She knew she had an ambition of becoming somebody. When she's sleeping all through all the small things that you will do, it will come back to serve as a trademark when you want something tomorrow. Coming out to say you are the best. How many poor men have you gone and advocated for and served as their lawyer on a pro bono basis?
Okay.
How many times have you reached out to the slums community and identify with us that stays there? Our politicians only get serious when elections is around the corner.
That's it.
That's the truth.
Our politician only knows of our problem when they want to be elected, Samira.
Because they want our votes.
Only our vote those people care for.
Okay.
I'm not even distinguishing anybody this morning. Okay? We only see these people when they want something from us. Like, let's take for instance, me and Jeremiah Kune, right? Papi, so you better want to be representative. Like, when we say representative, what are the place you belong? The time you wanted to be representative, when we knew him in our country bank for Nima. So now he left us there. He not even discuss with us, nothing. He even tell us, because just say, my man, go to Buaka, serve as a vice when you just jump script, you go to Buaka. You don't even discuss with anybody else, nothing other like when people. We're supposed to be the one to be petitioning you. You're not supposed to be coming to us, forcing us to do things for you. So for Charlie to just wake up one morning saying she won't be vice president, I think she need to go back to the drawing board. It's a good thing. I support women participation. But if you want political office, anybody out there listening to me, this is the time you start engaging Liberian people. Don't wait when you have 2 weeks to election, then you coming up to make statement because you want to be relevant.
Okay.
It will not work. Trust me, it will just not work. Women politicians, let us start engaging at this early stage. If we want to be somebody, maybe in the next election, maybe Donkey Davis want to be a representative in her district. Maybe 20 years from now, Mrs. Davis, this is the time you start engaging. From today, if you have to have money.
Sure.
Go back to your district, go back to your constituents. If that one way of the other, maybe somebody commit through or challenge, maybe somebody child has been raped, maybe somebody they were abused, maybe there's an organization you can set up there and will start advocating for them, or maybe the way you will clean your community tomorrow when you want power, it will not be difficult for you.
Okay.
But our politicians will sleep, they will sit down, they will try to develop themselves, forget to carry us along, then time can they want power. This is very, very sad. Now, I keep saying it. This is very, 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 very sad.
Okay. So what do we have there?
I think you need to look at this. This is, I don't know if you're ready for the second talking point, but we need to look at things from a different perspective.
Okay.
If you want to be a politician, start engaging now, start advocating now, start creating a space now.
Okay.
So, I think that is my own point I want to make this morning.
Okay.
If you want to be a politician, start engaging now.
Okay.
You shouldn't wait maybe few weeks from now when you know the election is very close, then you jump on us and start forcing us. Then when we reject you, we become your enemy. Politicians, start engaging today.
Okay.
Charlie may come home with all her degrees, post it on Facebook, give us her degrees will not impact my life, trust me. But the way she will stand up for any single Liberian out there will be a great help to the less fortunate. There are people out there that are case on dogs, some they're not even supposed to be convicted. You have a big law firm, pick up some of those cases that Mr. Gonglo does.
Okay.
You see, go run with it. Advocate for them.
It's not just about sitting on a VOA and telling people that you are the best vice president.
But if you will vote for you,
No, she's trying to run her own campaign.
that she go to the American
Trying to show
to
to them what she got, her accomplishment or achievements in life.
Okay.
That's what she's trying to show.
All right. So can we take a break to get back?
No.
Yeah, let's take a short
Let's
break.
take a short
Thank
break.
you.
Na chest I'm a marking one of them. See me a mark chest.
African soldiers, African soldiers who fought for freedom. I want to salute African soldiers now. African soldiers who fought for freedom.
Yeah. Okay, welcome back, and welcome back. We are back from that short break, and for the first section, we talked a bit on
Charlie.
Councillor
Charlie
Charlie.
Bronsky. Calling herself the best bass candidate in the whole of Liberia.
So at this time, we want to hear from you as it relates to what's your own take on that statement. So we will shortly go to the lines, and you are permitted to call on 0770907907 or 0880907907, and we will give you the time to hear from you as it relates to your own view on what Charlie Bronsky said. So you can keep your calls coming in while we are.
Okay, before we take our quarters, like, bro, sometimes I look at the country and just laugh. Seriously, because there is no loyalty and there is no respect in this country. People that serve Kumisi and Buaka, people that were all in Equator campaigning for them, even when campaign has not started. I think we have someone on the line.
Yeah. Let's see if we can take this person. Let's see if we can have this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Donald calling from Johnsonville.
Okay. Let's hear you. I believe you are following the program.
Yeah, I'm following the program. I tell the studio girl, thank you very much for the point that she raised. Yeah, but my own opinion, I would tell that challenge just making, ourselves find in our own feet. But the ANC TK, I tell you for free, they will not go nowhere. They will not go nowhere. The two best parties now that we're thinking about is CDC and Dialogue Unity Party.
Okay.
And I want to tell the studio that she said Jeremiah Kun did not insult the Nimba. I for Nimba, here for Nimba. Jeremiah Kun, before he go to Baka, he came and met the elders of Nimba. The elders of Nimba who had the program 2 different times. So Jeremiah Kun not just jump to go or on a Baka. He met the elders of Nimba and the youth of Nimba.
They didn't mean the women, my brother. I'm not speaking for the elders and the men part of it. He did not. Don't even argue that.
Okay.
He not consult with the women, my brother. We importing in that country too.
It's not true.
Okay. Thank you for the time.
I think we will need a
07809079070 08809079007 are the numbers that put you through on this program this morning, so that we hear from you as it relates to what's your take.
So, Mata, let's look at something. By you going to Prince Johnson, and few people seated around Prince Johnson. asking him, and P just telling you, my man, go to Bwaka, serve as vice president, is different than you coming to us, Liberians, and requesting that you want us to petition you.
But then even that particular meeting they had when Jeremiah Kuhn and PYJ went to the others, we have called there.
Yeah, we have another call coming in. Let's take this. Hello.
That line is
We can
terrible.
continue with you.
So as I was saying, he went there and he asked them, say that he want them to support Joseph Boaka because he said that they should support George Weah or the last 6 years, and then he said that George Weah is not doing anything for the country. George Weah, the road he's constructing is going to the southeastern side. It's not, it's not for Nima County. So he's asking them for them to support Unity Party tickets again. Some of the others, they said, no, we will not support you. You came to us first and told us that we should support George. We are now, we pledge our votes and our loyalty. You have called them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Hello.
Hello?
Good morning. You are live.
This person you're calling from Oro this morning.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, the comment made by the pastor, Charlie, it makes it very clear. He point out a particular area that make her see that she is best more than the rest of the vice presidential candidate. That has to do with the law firm, and she be a counselor.
Okay.
So in your analysis, I think you need to be focused on that particular area. And she did not just make a from comment across the board, in every aspect out of life. She point out a specific area. So now you take that area now and share it among other vice presidential running mates and make your analysis on it.
Okay.
And see it.
Thank
So
you for
that's
your
my
point,
thought.
my brother. But
Thank
another
you.
one thing can make you the
Thank you.
best. You have to look at all sectors. You can just come up, maybe you know how to eat West best. Then you tell me, say, you can eat by anybody on earth. Maybe somebody can chop a whole bag of curry in a month at a time. Do you know that? So let's all look at it from different perspective, okay? So like I was saying, from the that cool man issue. Charlie, my case that different thing will come there small, but let's look at cool issue. Cool went to hear people, hey man, Prince Johnson, you not come to like the madness. Speaking now, I just want us to draft a little bit into what happened in Nima County.
Okay.
And when he went and all the elders agreed to what he wants. Okay? Then Nima, you see, we should stop division. Liberia is one. If a road being constructed from Maserado to the southeastern, there are Liberians staying there, there are Liberians staying in the southeastern.
And the other PYJ point came from, he said that the road that was being constructed, it was constructed because of the southeastern side. It was what he said.
Look at from here, from Maserado to Ganta. The road is paved. The road is paved going all the way to Guinea border. So what about the people in the southeastern? Are they not like when someone Jeremiah Kuhn gets in power tomorrow? Now, only anybody will be advocating for.
That's
We
the
should
question.
stop this separation. The war is over. We are one. Whether Nibao, Grand Basso, any part of Liberia, we are one. So if development going there should not be an issue that you will tell the people, come to the people, tell the people, this is what Kumis can this is what Boaka can deliver. This is what he wants to do for the Liberian people.
Okay.
Come with a different mindset and see if we will not agree with you.
Okay.
But stop bringing division.
And the thing is, the people that are from Nimba, I can say that they are not crazy. They are not. Because PYJ went there and he asked them for their votes. And you know what was their response? They told him that we have been electing you over the past years. We will continue to elect you, but with this that you are saying, we can't take it because we promised this. I mean, you are the same person that came to us and told us that this power will develop the country. He's going to do everything for us. And now you are coming back for a second term and saying that we should go against him. And the elders, I follow that story. The elders who said that they were in numbers, they said that they will not vote for Joseph Boaka and Jeremiah Kuhn. Then they also said that why can't PYJ support Tiawan Gongolo, I think he's running for president too.
Okay.
Why can't he support Tiawan Gongolo? Because Tiawan Gongolo is from Nimba County too. Why is there Joseph Waka and Jeremiah Kun ticket? Why can't he go for the son of Nimba? Why he's so hard on this Jeremiah Kun and Joseph Waka ticket? And they disagree with him.
Just
Some of them. But you know,
what Samira saying, there's a link I sent you where they were in a Ganta in another Methodist church. And I heard Prince Johnson.
they visited his church.
When they're talking about corruption. what corruption for where? You people sit at that upper horse. We won't go deep into what you do up there. You're talking about corruption being the order of the day. When you vote Bwaka and Kun, corruption will disappear. My brother, it will be the same black and white. We are only us can help change this country.
Okay.
No political party can change like well for us. I tell you, and I don't get time for political party or whoever. But when people feel us, then they won't come back with sweet words. They'll add the phone like people. Like people get sense. But just say one of the longest and serving politicians have been elected.
Yeah.
What has he done?
Go for
the university in Berlin in Lima there. Go there. They are open. Even a small school he get right here in Dubai. Go there.
Even the road, Lover Street Road, he got a school on Lover Street. See the road that's leading to a school. I'm living right on Lover Street.
Okay.
See the road that's leading. Very bad. You are not even doing anything. You have a school in this particular community. Yes, you are gaining from it because it's not a free school. They are paying you. Why can't you fix that road? If you really want to stop it right in front of your school, you stop it there. Even the road that's leading to PYJ house, do you know that the quota is stopping right after his house, right at the case? As soon as you go, the quota will stop right there. He never completed the quota. Yeah, it's not your job. Nobody is saying that you should complete the quota.
Then why you will pay for your house?
You don't put your mouth
so
on
when
people
we
that
there tomorrow, then you will
construct the road and stop it right to your fence gate. You stop it there. The rest of the road is very bad. I'm living peaceful.
No matter if you see the politicians there in real life, when they finish talking on the camera for you, we are just not smart. They will use for everything.
Exactly.
The men can laugh, my sister. Politicians can laugh.
Okay, so let's go to the page and read out some of the comments we have here. We have Honorable George Watkins. He says, good morning, everyone. I'm following live from my comfort zone in District 13, Osorado County. Thank you for following. And Ansu Komo says, good morning. Daniel Dakose Jesus says, good morning to my Voice of Liberia people in there. Good morning. And Stanley Boso says, a very pleasant good morning to the peace-loving citizens of Mama Liberia. Watching live from the headquarters of Professional Alliance Group to enhance the re-election of His Excellency Dr. George Manawia. I'm Stanley. Okay, thank you, Stanley, for following. And Emmett Hammond says, monitoring from Magibi. And we also have Jethro Harris says, good morning. I'm following from the Team Fixer. Okay, Samson's Wea says, I'm following live from Alexander Benedict Cummins Youth Center on the Watusi Road here in the Doe community, Osorado County. Wow. And Thomas Telewoyan says, watching. Thank you for watching. And Gabriel Parker says, watching from Tottenham, Bourbon County. Thank you for watching from that far. Ansu Koma comes back. I'm following. Thank you, Ansu. And Stephen Fala says, I'm watching. Thank you ever so much. We hope your comments will keep coming into. Okay, let's have this person. Hello. Good morning. Okay, we lost that person. We hope you call. And let's hear from you as it relates to what do you make of Councillor Charlene Bronskin's statement as she is the best when it comes to
let's talk about the law when it comes to the aspect of where she served as a lawyer. That's where they were speaking from.
Yeah.
So my brother, I want to ask you one question. When they make Cummings president and Charlie eventually become vice president, is it a law that you will eat? Or if you see the love the people have for the country, that's what will push them to want to do something for you. This woman in her capacity now as a female lawyer, she cannot tell you 5 to 6 public cases that she has gone for on a pro bono, a free level. That tomorrow when you make her fast standard bearer, will she be able to work as a lawyer at the same time work as a vice president? What experience do she have in serving the Liberian people? I'm not saying that she's not qualified. If she was not qualified, NEC will not give her certificate.
Exactly.
But my point here is when you want to be a politician, start from somewhere. Don't wait for the last minute of time before you start engaging in public.
Okay.
Start impacting life where you have the opportunity. Because that opportunity will not always be there. It will not always be there.
And with all due respect, we have an understanding of her being a lawyer and all of that. But being a vice president, it does not only centers around being a lawyer. There are whole lots of other things better within being a vice president, because you will have other things that you will oversee, as well as make decisions and handle other operations that will be entrusted to you. So if you will base your being the best on the fact that you own a law firm, we are not just going to make laws, okay? So we must also
So look at it when they send it to you and you
sure.
And you prove for it. That's all. That's the work. You are not going to make the law for them.
Manchester, not you.
Okay, so that's how we are here this morning. And we said you should keep your calls coming into 0770907907, 0780907907, and shortly we will be going for our commercials to come back and begin the second talking point on this platform this morning. So we can take our commercial now, right?
Yeah.
Oni awuri ponje jo awe okay da bira oni kona bo be oni awuri je panto jo awe okay da bira kona bo nyo be oni a kone ni kona be okunye wala wana dedi do pizza ke wani ye no magi nyo be na ke bo be wa ko wa ke ke kwa boy omo de be mu san ja won be la de me ko yin ni do fa de machine ga won Gomla bobe mo e ni atachi ko do awe okay gomla bobe mo fanas yo ni awuri je pa ko poju awe okay gomla bo be o mo intone first be onia ko ni gomla be okunye wala wani de na ke ni wa ke mu sa ja no ma kiri ba ke mu ake dana ga ndane wana ma boti sewa taji na ga pete wa tu wa se boti ke wana ka chere be wa ka ji wa ka boti be ye mi koji benke de la ke ko za me be be ke mu no enji no se benke be bochen ka be de kwe po be wo nyu enji ase wie no bleu ase pide no bleu ase suku bleu kona na ye be wa ke be bo papa sense ni wana ne kwe po wo won ke wana bopo be wa ke mba ki bi kante na ke bopa be wa ka den mo kun yi be la die be na me ja ka ni ba do chen de bo wa chen para ka mo wa oje de ji do na pampo le kona na bopo be wa ke mu sa sanja ke wa ble wa ke tati bon o pa be ben nyu be blieje o ke bu be ben nyu be blieje wa do wa ke tati ni bon nyu primo gomna wa mu wi do de ni de ke wi do ni wa ma nyu e bon wa mo ne kante be ma ma ki be ke wi to ni kona ibon be wa ni ano bia ni panto na ke ko mo akante na ke mu e wa ke bo no be mo iko wa ke de bo ko nyu de mo mu sa de be wa ke no de nyu e ni wa mo de ni na de wa mo ti ko ne wa ke di fe ko na o
because wo jongwa komna mind nyinye
gomna se yiro nye mufu kede kiki wa mujunwe wa mode ni kone bebe mbriake ni pade bebe mbri ni kube bebe mbri ben ke wa di kwenza ni enye ni wa mo briji tan osoni ogemo bebe ake ya ni roko ipo be wa ke tati be bo wa kone bi oji
na o ko because wo de fra won yo ke se bon ti we o
e are enyo be o e to le se enyo be o wa mo makiri kanti ni gomna na ke ko pa be wa ke você be obani kone bi oji e o ke você be obani bi be mbri o ke ni pade be mbri wa ke ti bi ke ni eni o se o se enwe ni o be mo ko na nywe wa mo nyobe be wa so la bo ni bagi bi pala ke bu jejeke wa dan wa tati ko nya bi oju ani
ke nyi kwa mo adi du anwun
ni mu nyobe ji du o se bo de wa mo du be wa so ni fwe ben ta mo we ke wa yi gini wa mo ji twende be ma adi ka we play o e ara e yo bi
na deke magi kanti wania musansa ndie be wa ka enjoy bo de bebe wa na nyuno de bropa mo ji
me ji da bra benki mo benki ni pa ben da ke o ke de be ben da ke ko wa ni ri ko ni ko ju se ben da ke mu ben da ke bi ko ke o
na deke wele ka ko se bon ti we o musansa na die ja omo amanati
se lo ma yo mo da ni bora ke mo ni fun ti be mo ni san ki mo ji ara mu san san onya je ke ko ke ra ni e de ke ta ti be we mu be ke nyo se be wa ni de we bi o mu ke de pa to bi o mu ye mu ge ba bo je ka be ada ke ta ti be bo a wa de bi okay abu bi o bi okay akon ni be abi bi se bo de bi ama kwa ni je
abri magi nyobe bi akwen bo ya ke ara bo pa be musansa yo
Okay, this is how we'd like to welcome each and every one of you back to the program. Good morning, Liberia. Here, the team is still here this morning to take you through the program. So right now we are going to our next talking point, and that will be what?
You talk about the CDC
Okay.
Moba Molu statement on giving the CDC a first round victory. I
Yeah,
think
okay.
we have someone on the line.
All right, let's take this person. Good morning.
Morning.
You are live.
Thank you. My name is Philip Balabe. I'm speaking from Capital Bypass.
Okay.
Galata.
Let's hear you.
Okay, thank you for the program. I want to draw you back to Jeremiah Kuhn, Prince Johnson in Bakante. When Ceasia One Conclu was petitioned in Magidi, he went to Nimba to let his people know that he is near race.
Okay.
Prince Johnson came over there, all the radio stations in Uganda and Senegal. He pronounced to Nimba people that Ceasia One Conclu is trying to become president so that he will arrest every one of us that fought war in Liberia, in fact, in Nimba,
Okay.
to kill every one of us. Therefore, you all should not vote for Ceasia One Conclu. Then, after a few days, he came. We were not even hearing about Jeremiah Kuhn to become the vice running mate to Joseph Waka. We used to hear about Grandpa
Young Kanga.
Okay, we used to also hear about Henry Posca. These are people we used to hear about them. But when he knew that Tiawan Gonglo was moving to the rightful direction, and this is the man that had set eyes. They used to, in fact, they called him 4-man lawyer. 4-man lawyer. So he decided that it was less a week when we heard about Jeremiah Kuhn after Prince Joseph had met with Waka. Whatsoever that was done, true or not, it we do not know. Whether they pay money, we do not know. And Jeremiah Kuhn named him out. As we speak in Nimba, my brother spoke today. I don't know whether he lives in Nimba. As we speak in Nimba, many people, many young, many old people, little people are totally against that.
I told you.
Okay.
To put Jeremiah against Jawan Konkro. Jawan
Okay.
Konkro is the only it's the only standing bearer for presidency who has traveled and brought change back to Liberia.
Okay.
Change catch.
Okay. Thank you.
Change
Thank you.
When
Thank you. That's not the route we are going this morning, and so we have to keep to the topic on our discussion.
Sure.
So let's take our next video, or you want to comment as it relates to?
No.
Okay.
Let's take our
So
video.
let's take not the video, but
Audio.
let's have the audio to our next talking point here this morning. Okay, so our next talking point will be drawn from where Moba Molo calls on citizens to make sure that play from
Okay.
there. Yeah, play from there.
Okay.
Report is being prepared to be submitted on Saturday at the national headquarters of the party here in Congo Town at 2 p.m. We use this video to call upon all contestants, winners, and those who may have to wait for the next round of political activities, which could be their turn. We call upon all such participants to remain in the bailiwick of Monserrata County until Saturday, which shall see a gigantic commensurating program to certificate all those that participated in a unique historic democratic process. So all contestants, be it those that have been declared or that will be declared as winners, and those that may not have attained the required numbers to be declared winners, are supposed to wait until Saturday for the conduct of a commensurate program to certificate to appreciate all participants. Amanda! We have to acknowledge the resilience and the good conduct of all primary participants in these processes. It was intense, and no one can deny the intensity of that democratic exercise, which is understandable. But yet, it was peaceful and democratic. At the climax of that process, you have not even know that there was a primary that has such vigorous political intensity because of the normalcy to which the party has been returned. I saw candidates that were on different sides of the divide congratulating the other for being victorious with all malice. That is the party we are building, a party of tolerance, a party where everyone has a space in a democratic architecture to participate in processes where delegates will be the decision makers of the destiny of individual contestants in these processes. And so all candidates are required to wait until Saturday. I re-emphasize the importance of that schedule. Saturday, there will be a certification program at the party's headquarters in Congo Town at 2 o'clock. So be it winners or dignified losers, we want to see everybody fully assembled here, where all officials of the party will be receiving from the primary committee an official report. At the same time, there will be a certification of all the contestants, the participants in that democratic process. I'd like you to know, those of you that have won the primaries at the different levels, as you know, it was regionalized to create a platform for all Liberians within the belly of the party to participate. And after that intense political process, those of you that emerged winners are carrying a bigger mandate that is marked by a bigger responsibility to reach out to those that were not so privileged. Reconcile the party among yourselves as you have started doing, and encourage unity amongst the people, knowing that the greater picture or the collective vision, as much as being elected to the Senate or the legislature, is important to all constitute the bigger picture. The bigger objective is to ensure that we all stand as one to re-elect His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, George Mano Weah, for the second term. That is a picture bigger. It is an endeavor bigger by any individual political pursuit. So we are all expected to unite around the re-election prospect of the president, which is very good. As far as I know, I can say to you with confidence that the opposition will not escape the one-round victory in October. This government, this president, will come up victorious in the first round.
Okay, you've heard it in words from Moba Mbolu there, as he talked on some issues within the CDC, that this government should be elected during the first round as president, calling on partisans. So how possible and effective can that be, you think?
Well, for me, the CDC, let's go back to the drawing board. Looking at the CDC record from that of 2005 to present, we consider CDC as a very big political party within the Liberian landscape. When it comes to when George Weah hold your hand, you are automatically elected. But notwithstanding, I will have to look at it from a different perspective this morning.
Okay.
CDC may come victorious in the first round. Why do I say may? Our opposition are lazy.
Okay.
And why do I also say that? Famata, look at Liberia right now. If only that CPP they started like years ago could have hold, and they who have selected one person to represent them at the ballot. That is the Liberty Party, the Unity Party, ANC, and all political collaborating political party at that time who have just come up and said, okay, for me, I want Bwaka to go as president, Kumis go as vice. All of us put our egg in one basket and make sure the opposition comes victorious this coming in October election. But no, people were saying that they were not staying. And some of us there, the people were staying, they will make it. They will go to election and they will defeat President Weah. But the same CDC people were saying, my man, the men were not staying, the men are not consistent. You know, the men will not do it, they will separate. They greedy for power. We said no. The CDC was staying. Imagine that June 7 protest. The masses came out. What happened along the line? They just proved that everybody's statement towards them was true, that they greedy. They separated themselves. Different political parties. How many people you think how many people will have in your country so much that you will have more than 17, 18 political parties, then you expect you want to divide our votes? Why the CDC stays holds strong together? Look at the CDC, they are still together. Any man that can take care of his family, That man and his wife been together for 27 years, 28 years. No problem. I come here and give you the time. No confusion. That man can be a good leader. But CPP disgrace. Oh man, that's all I can say. So CDC saying they were winning the first round. It's surprised to me.
Yeah, about CDC holding tight. You see that CDC hold tight over the past years, and even this year you have 6 political parties that even joined them.
Can you
It's
imagine?
because of what they saw. It's because of the togetherness. These political parties, they were opposition and were going against CDC, right? But because they saw that CDC have been holding together, they are in one agreement. That's the reason why they decided to join. Why they couldn't join UP or why they couldn't join or ANC? It's because they know that they are divided. They are greedy. That's the real war for them. They are really greedy. The fight here is. It's very broad. And Sana Cummings doesn't want to be vice president to Joseph Yuma Bwaka.
No.
And certainly, Joseph Yuma Bwaka would not be vice president.
When you already said 12 years as vice president, can you imagine? You were just new before you really
So
anything.
you're not happy. So
Okay.
even when Sana Cummings, he was on the struggle for VP, he tried, checking around, talking to young people to be his fast running mate. I think I said it here. Like, if you agree to go into this position, you should already get a mind. This person, I want this person, start doing your own groundwork. But you see, at the end, at the crucial stage, it was when Sana Cummings tried looking for a VP. And I'll be like, who you really want to be your VP when you cannot agree to be somebody for a VP? Who you think would really be your VP? He asked Youngly undercover and Youngly declined the offer. And now we can see that she is the chair.
It better she said as a campaign.
So that's the thing. The opposition, they agreed they could just hold together, like Grace said. It's gonna be somehow hard because even CDC they got leverage.
They get flaws.
Yes, they got people too that really want them. But if all of the oppositions they were going to hold together, then they are
Maybe
too
we can even
divided.
say maybe the election will go second round.
Exactly.
But now how will the election go second round? When for 2005, CDC been holding up till present. Can you
Exactly, that's
imagine?
the point.
With all their flaws, all their mistakes, those people who they glued together.
Okay.
They united, we stand, divided, we fall. Look at CDC primary because the issues. They were open. You have cameras
you
there
can see
for the
it
full
was
hour.
free and fair. But some of these parties, when they are doing primaries, they don't even carry a life. They will not come and say this is the person that was elected from
So
the
what the
primary.
democracy person in
So-
Africa? Seriously, to be
Where's
frank.
the-
So what are they really afraid of?
They are afraid that maybe one. Let me tell you, yeah.
It's either they want this person and when they go in the primary, it's either they will not be free and fair and this person will not win. So definitely they go in that little corner and decide, oh yes, most of the person they bring it. But coming up with this McGill, though it's not the issue under discussion. But this McGill thing, people around saying that it's not supposed to be that McGill, he was sanctioned, he was sanctioned by the American government. He's not supposed to run for this particular position. You saw it on your phone. This particular thing, the people they elected him for he won the primary. So why are you trying to say it was the Liberian people that selected him for him to win that primary? So it's not something that the citizens are saying that the CDC governments they shouldn't be bringing such thing up. They shouldn't have allowed him. How can you say CDC cannot allow this man when this man went into primary? We all saw that he won the primary clearly. He's sanctioned by the American government, but the fact remains is that he's still a member of the CDC-led government. He's a member of that particular party. So till we go to court or the American embassy and come and take whatever decision. Once the Liberian people, I think it's the Liberian people we should be talking to, people who will be calling on the radio and saying that CDC should have allowed him. These people that voted for him to win the primary, they are the ones you're supposed to be talking to not vote for him because it was free and fair. He was elected. So that's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but also we need to look at the fact that from the onset, majority of us we were for the election of President Weah to power, and he came to power, and we see some of though he's working, that I won't dispute here. But there are some lapses, like what Halim said, and due to that, other people have decided to cross over to other parties and other things. That's the reason why I'm asking. Going to the election, is it possible that this time around CDC will come up victorious during the first? Because even other elections in time past, like we saw, it was never it never occurred that the election, somebody who won as president came out from the first process.
So Grace
It
said,
happened in
okay.
2005. It happened 2011. We see that they had to go for a second round.
Second
So
round.
if they are coming up with this statement or asking their partisans to see the need to go for one term.
Okay, the reason, Donkey, the reason I said CDC keep holding together and because the CPP are divided, the political party that made up the CPP, most of them left. This will cause serious issues. The reason I said that is if the CPP had hold together from where they started from, that is from the June 7 till now, they may have won this election the first round. That is like no fear or favor. CPP will have won the election within the first round. But they have given CDC the upper hand by dividing themselves. They have divided vote. Now, Tiawan coming, Tiawan is also a big hand.
Sure.
We don't know. But the fact here, I will tell you for free, CDC may not win within the first round. But the second round, you will have political parties like Tiawan. We don't know what Tiawan stands. Okay, LP already joined, the All Liberia Party already joined CDC. We have big political parties that are still out there that may want to emerge after this election to that of the CDC. After the first round, most of them will not be elected to go to the second round.
Sure.
So if they don't go to the second round, they have a decision to make to openly tell their supporters, support CDC or support whoever United Party or whoever that will be in the second round, support this bid. But to tell you clearly, looking from the political landscape within Liberia and our voter population, CDC will struggle in the first round.
Sure.
But if the political parties that found themselves first don't come together in whole, they will get CDC free ride in the second round.
Okay.
Because like when people watching, if you can't take care of your home, you can't maintain your family. You go to break away. You churches now. Like churches will find today the other pastor break away will open new church. The political party in like churches break away churches now. So since you can't maintain yourself, then once you are elected tomorrow, the person will break away from the vice president will have issues. So when I said I can maintain the man and hold on to his political party for all this long from 2005 till now. So that what what I'm looking at from that point of
And that's I think that's the reason why you heard Moba Molu saying calling on all of their supporters to see the need to work towards their bigger picture, because that's why he said they see the re-election of President George Weah as that which they should go for, and all of those who came up well in the primaries. He told them that they now have a task to see as to how they can all go back in their various constituencies to campaign, so that when the time comes, so that this can be done. So with the opposition divided, like you said, we are hoping. But then again, what her name? The former presidential press secretary, who is also sanctioned, said something in Magibi, and he said McGill. He said he also called on the Magibians and the public at large not to go into a second round or runoff, because the point he was speaking from was that the country is struggling right now with the financing of this election, and if we are to go for a second round, we will have to spend maybe something around 40 million and all of that. And he was talking about the constraint, all of that, looking at fundings that will go towards that. It should be directed towards development and other things in the country. So he actually called on people with the same notion with that of the chairman to see as to how they can make President George Weah.
That's what I was saying. The political parties in Liberia they are a serious problem to this country. Because of the greed for power. Look at a big country like America, only 2 persons we have on the ballot. They go to election one time. What the money that brought together, each time we'll go to elections 2 times.
I was just about to tell you
This is a very serious issue.
Three parties.
If you have 23 persons telling you they want to be
They want to be
president,
president for just one little country.
then you look at the political party that the ruling party, they've been here system from that of 2005 and they've been holding together. Why they lose? Look at that time. All the time CDC, they lost 2 times to Eddie for president. They accepted the result,
Sure.
they move with it, and they live with it, and they did not divide themselves to say, okay, I'm breaking away because CDC lose, I'm going away because CDC did not win the election.
So the question is,
Yeah.
what we already see for us to be able to put you guys there when we are seeing that you people are already greedy from the beginning? Because it's almost like it's in your self-interest.
I think that everyone on that video, that one person there, the greedy person, one person there, not want to be and sit down, but they want other people to be and sit down to them. You're not going nowhere, you're not getting no experience. People that get experience asking you to work with them, but because of greed, you can't do that. This is a very serious issue. If we can maintain a small country, a small country that we can maintain it. Every day our children going through a lot. Then we will take you, will make you a leader. Some political party get
You're gonna use it for your self-interest. Because even the others, you say that all of them they are not greedy. Even the others, why they cannot join one party and come
So me, I let's say for instance, I spent 12 years, 12 years as a vice president. Then you want me? You not even become senator yet.
No, I'm not talking
And we-
about that
we
part.
even
I'm
say-
talking about the Tiawan Gongolo, all of these opposition parties. Because you
No,
say
that one are neutral meaning just you are not part of the CPP. That will be honest here, right? That one just came out. That one never part of the CPP. He's a
Okay.
neutral person. But the CPP themselves, Talo Yure, what she here? Henry Costa, not be surprised when some see the people coming on the feet to say the
but the
contest.
people be around, so
Everybody just disappear. They just
they
sitting
will be
down.
around. But they're waiting to post on the internet to share all of the negative things. That's the thing.
Like, but for everybody,
They are not doing anything for the country, but then-
the country, we
And
are doomed.
I think the ruling establishment is building up their momentum from what happened in Sierra Leone this time.
Of course.
Because we saw that, or we heard that the president was re-elected, and so I believe that's where they are building up from and calling on all of those who should see the need. But again, we should also
challenging,
understand,
you know, it's very-
we should
because
also
the vote will be
understand that
divided.
every other person has his or her
Supporter.
and everyone will not want to support you. And even you will notice that there will be other people who were once for the CDC, they
And
might
they will
go
go
over.
over.
Yeah, they might go
And some
over to
people too
other,
from the
other
CPP will
areas.
cross over
That's
to
that's the thing. So
we are the voters. We should just if that would you remember if we say maybe that Waka will voting for, let us vote Waka the first one that Waka will voting for. Or when we say that CDC will for that for the way they will tell us when they start a campaign what they get to offer us, what the package they bring for us. Let us, because like we spend too much money on elections.
Okay.
Can you imagine you will go for first round, then that result will be invalid. Then you will have to go the second round before you choose president. This is a very serious issue. So the first round will make our decision. All they will forget about all the small other party in Nigeria make our decision.
Okay, so that's it on the Voice of Liberia this morning on the program. Good morning, Liberia, and we are here from Mata Duncan. We have Mrs. Grace Williams Joshua, and we'll also have Miss Samira Mwala. And today is her birthday, and so shortly we will dedicate this day to her, as today also marks our first appearance on this program. Good morning, Liberia. So that's what it is. That's what it is. For those of you listening to us this morning, what's your take on the statement, and what do you think?
Do you think CDC will win the first round?
Or
It's gonna be one round victory.
so to participate, call us on 07709079007 or 0880907907, and let's hear what you think as it relates to whether CDC will be victorious in the first election, or we will have to go to runoff as it is. So that's it on the program this morning. Let's have this person. Good morning.
doing?
I'm okay. You are live.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Richard from calling from Brother to be precise,
Okay.
Sharp. I just listened to your talking point. Very sincere, if I could be married, I could get for your behind my bike. So why you think it's so important, so good to the extent that, we all together unite, at least, if whosoever we want to vote for, let's just vote for one round. Because, like what you people are saying, this country is struggling with financial crisis.
Okay.
We are in financial crisis. Personally, the Liberian government is struggling to fund this particular election. So the issue is that we all should get united. But before I conclude quickly, the issue of what Sierra Leone they want to compare with Liberia is a little bit different. Sierra Leone, you go there, man, their way of voting is tribal basic. Yeah, it's tribal large. Even if you are of Malay and you can go to the civil area to vote campaign, see that your brother in the opposite side and you on the other ruling side. Your self defending, yeah, that's the only way they are in a two part of our own. It's an open thing. So, but the only thing that what we say, the opposition, if they want to be serious to say they want to do or to take this government from power, they got to unite.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, if they don't unite, it's hard for incumbents to get rules for election. In Africa, you know that. And they are now showing in this country that for 50 presidents have gone for one thing. Their real system is difficult. So this is the problem. And I just admire why you're saying here. Thank you very much. And those who have here, let it listen and about whatsoever you're asking. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. 0770907907, 0880907907 are the numbers that get you connected on the program. Let's have this next person. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
This is Sudhakar from Bangalore.
Yeah, go ahead if you're following.
Yeah, I followed your stuff this morning. My sister that went to the university read about the unity. Let me be honest and let's be honest to one another. We agree that another party, then the represent for 12 full years, and you commit the team. You want to join and you want to hold hands together to at least hold the country. If you love the country, you're going to join in with that party and then move the country forward.
Yes.
And one of the people who discuss now, that's what that woman women has on the death. That woman women is youngly cancer. These are the people that are brought to death. Forget her own self-interest and
put Liberia first.
And put Liberia. And this kind of people need to be able to get in this country and nothing get me for that. After that comes to the election, no matter who my sisters are interior, what's wrong with politics in Liberia? One round victory is just difficult in our country. Because the percentage alone to win election in Liberia.
Very hard.
It's very hard, that's good. So maybe in government to come to charge our whole thing and drop it, then we'll have one round election. But let's thank you for the hard job. I really appreciate every morning. But that was on your place, I just call your place, Mama, you want me on the desk.
Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah. Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much. And as it is said, yeah, okay, let's have this person again.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah.
You are live.
Good morning.
Good morning, you are live.
Okay, my name is Augustine Harris and I'm calling from Florida.
Okay, let's hear you.
Okay, just an oracle I've been seeing. For me, it's like lot of all like blood Christ and that's all you like this country. This whole whoever you put there, the mentality we use it against each other will drop down this country.
Okay.
Because if it is not me, it should not be you. And everybody's house will not be the same. Our house should be the same on the country. Let's not look at the country. It doesn't matter who go there or who is not going there or who is there or who is not there. But if we think about this country, we praise our country and just gather on this country. Always the worst part of everything is what we talk about this country. It's not the good side of it.
Okay.
You see about the bad side, and of course, I mean, you see something, constructively, but
what I believe in my own mind is let us put this country first. It's hard to do it, but we have to put it into practice.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you ever so much for having your say this morning. Let's hear you. Good morning. Good morning, you are live.
Good morning.
Good morning, you are live.
Good morning. So, I call for Mata. My name is Abin Damia, and I call for the Red Drive.
Okay, let's hear you.
I think the question they ask you is the other Liberians that feel maybe the very but up to the other side. Maybe more people is not the cover of those serving with the same for a large budget, but the other state is developed. So right now, we got one president who is fighting hard to develop this country. So the president country part of the president, we have a winning measure. One round basically because when we talk a lot of the things to the Lagos division of Liberia, like for me, I'm from Liberia country. I'm very kind of working that is very under president. We are administration. They are when we used to go, we catch the country to end up at these days to use that smoothly.
Okay.
Every Liberian can put country first to make that country need to develop. I tell you, president, we have been in election one round. Nobody will ask questions for how it happened.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you ever so much. Thank you for allowing us to hear. We have the next person here. Yeah.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from? Good. Yeah, go ahead. Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Shad Jr. and I joined from a user residency before.
Go ahead.
You know, yeah, I would like to say thank you for the show. But I have let me just say, 100% disagree with you people for the CDC analysis you're carrying on just now, unless for one person who clearly stated in studio and must comment that in fact this election will not be the one round victory for the CDC. CDC will catch sometime in the first round.
Okay.
But I would like, but I would say this, right? You can't go by for something that we have passed a long time ago with CDC issues with Mr. Kumi. But you also fail to tell the Liberian people as to how the CDC have been disorganized under the leadership of Mr. Weah, who now you see James Vanny, the party chairman of NCP, is on the side of Mr. Wakai. You also fail to tell us that Energy Catalog resigned because of the skilled leadership of
We actually told you people are crossing over from the CDC to that of CPP. People did cross over. We told you.
It's not like
We told you.
And you talk for almost 1 hour. You gave me my own time to talk. Let me talk to now.
Okay,
But
go
don't
ahead
mislead
now.
the public, my brother.
So you also fail to tell us about that also. But I will say this to you. At the time Georgia was not in power, people thought that we would achieve something for the better, for the betterment of the Liberian people. But itself, it is not a contrary to this. So if you think that people are sensing life, I will say this to you. Mr. Abubakar, as soon as we in life, not the first person that started logic, not the first person that will.
Okay.
Because of civil disagreement, you and somebody can fight. It not mean say you are not in many, but when you practice with someone who will tell you, just move ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. We are, I'm telling you, on this note. We're Mr. Ure, Mr. Rising Peace, Charles Walker Bronski, and Mr. Weir, they have certain agreement before they put away and when they put it, they put it off.
Okay.
You
Okay,
exhausted your time,
let's have
brother.
another person,
Thank you.
please. Let's have another person. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
Well, thanks to the both of you. I may not remember the name of the person who celebrates their birthday today, but let me say happy birthday to the sister.
Thank you. Please call your name for the public sake, please.
I'm Cecilia C. Sobe II, and I'm the official spokesperson of the Kwakako Station, and I joined the conversation from the borough of Queenstown.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So following the analysis this morning, I think for today, you people fall to the analysis. I think the analysis is actually flooded.
Okay.
Let's say to you that 2005 and 11, there was no correlation of democratic change. When you make an argument that since 2005, these parties, CDC has been together then that is not true. Because they were not co-relations in 2005 and 2011.
No, that was not what we said. That was not what we said. When we were talking about 2005 and 2011, we talked. No, we actually talked about those times in Liberia. Election was now won at
First time.
yeah.
No, no. So let's talk about the issue where you say the people and they split.
Okay,
The
go ahead.
CDC was together, and they were together for 2005 and 2011. Even with the co-relations, the Congress for democratic change, there was still a split.
Okay.
What made you think they expelled their former chairman, the late Senator Geraldine Sharif?
My brother,
Okay,
we
so let's
go ahead.
There was no split.
Make your point, but the fact here is, listen, the fact here is we lay the basic that CDC accepted our result whenever they lose and they move ahead for peace sake. That's what we said.
And
Okay?
Joe Parker in 2017 accepted the result and moved for peace sake in 2017.
That's why we say if the opposition could hold together, if they could keep the CPP together, for CDC to be saying they will have first round victory will be very high. We said it. But they split and the vote will be divided.
So it is not, I can say to you
Okay.
that the opposition are together.
Okay. Thank you.
Because I'm telling you, because we are not in collaboration in political party does not mean opposition are divided. Who is Senator Lumley Lawrence? He's from the Liberty Party and he supports the Unity Party. Who is Bill Gunny? He's from the NPP and he supports and he has a full control in Maryland County.
So that means second round will emerge, right?
Thank you.
Come again?
If we go for second round will emerge, right?
Well, when we go to the second round, of course, you know there will be political negotiation.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I see where you coming from. So that wouldn't split.
Okay.
Okay. Donkey, you see the people split to actually share the vote to make like to spend plenty of money.
Yeah.
And when we go second round, you see.
They are not looking at the
We're not looking at the
financial
financial
and the truth of the
aspect.
matter here is that the opposition, they are not together. They are not together. That's the truth.
I don't want to decide for the public, so that go ahead.
Okay, so thank you. It was nice having you on the program. 0770-907-907, are the numbers. Not yet. That get you connected here this morning as we discuss.
I think you can take our comments from Facebook.
So we want to
We have a call.
okay. Let's have this person.
Good morning.
Good morning, this is Duncan. How are you?
We fine. Now Donkey speaking to you that Samira spoke to you just now. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, this is Amara. How are you, man?
I'm okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you people always on Radio Liberia. You always bring good information up about Liberia. Mama, the people who run it today, they are not united. Because if you people want to shop this guy, if somebody sitting on chair, you want to shop them and move them from in a chair, you have to be somebody who get weight. But you not get weight, then somebody who sitting on they get weight. You have to shop them for you to move them on a chair they're sitting on. You can't have it. I'm trying to say the people who coming in, who sending on this current government, they not get weight. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, yeah?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's have okay. So
You know, the previous caller.
think we have a call.
Yeah, before we take that call, safe matter, I don't know where you go.
yeah, go ahead before we take the call. Go ahead.
We said here we did the analysis. We're not talking about CDC not having flaws. We actually admitted that CDC do have their own flaws, including the United Party and the Liberty Party and ANC and whoever. But the fact remains, Coalition for Democratic Change, over the years, they have, I told you, they keep holding together. We did not say people have not left the CDC, okay? People will leave. Every political party have people leaving every day. People leave political party every day based on the interest or whoever they want to support. But what's important, you don't come up. Say the Coalition for Democratic Change were funded. Or when MPP emerged, have you ever seen MPP coming on and tell you, say, okay, I live in the CDC today? But y'all know for the well, no money in the country worldwide. Since the COVID, we've been having challenges with finance across the globe. So if Liberia now, from this standpoint, with the political parties in the country will tell us you want to go for second round, forgetting the constraint that is a global phenomenon right now. Everyone facing the same problem around the world when it comes to finance.
And indeed,
Yeah.
there is a likelihood that we might go to second round.
Why they
Because
put it on?
according to the election law, it says 50% plus one, right?
Yeah.
And we have several other persons vying for this
So
one
how much will
position.
they
So
give it
you
now?
just know that the first round,
It will be very challenging.
all of those who
We'll have
are
to
in
go
it
for second
will
round.
have
Look
to
at the callers that just left the line saying they made emerge a second round. So why you're putting to where the first round to get the vote you're supposed to get, and we be done with the election? You want us to spend money for the second round again?
Okay, the lines are busting. Let's see if we can take a good morning.
Good morning.
You are live.
I think we're calling from West Lumeton.
Let's hear you.
Yes, my sister, I just want to just say that at least it will be of first round, it will be alright for all. Because it's no money, everybody crying how water is no money.
Telling you.
One of the student girls or like your host in that student and saying that CDC same. He rather have to see CDC member go on air, it is called a coming breakaway.
Of course.
Actually to admit the fact, CDC send the come together up to now. People can live while ready to get the way people behave. Don't behave like the two them. Or you tell the truth, you hear this.
They not all of them want John Mommy Jagger party and talking. That is true, I'm saying.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for having your say this morning on the program. 0770907. Let's have this person.
Good morning, Anime. Where are you calling from? Good morning. Okay, I think good morning, Anime. Where are you calling from?
We lost that person. Let's have this next person.
Good morning, Anime. Where are you calling from? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. Go ahead. What's your name?
Thank you. You know, when you're talking about financial implications, then I tend to wonder why. Because Joshua is a lot. He's $10 million account for counted tour. And he gave me his wife $750,000.
Do you have proof?
Then the next living a camp of the appointment for 48 days outside. Then you're not bringing nothing back. You see, I think that there'll be no.
My brother, when you want veteran, you can, all those things. And if you don't have proof, don't just make statement. Yeah.
So the $10 million, what they have.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's
Come
have
with
this
facts.
next person.
Come with facts, please.
Hello?
Yeah. Good morning, Anime. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, one for the careful.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, my pikin.
It's like
Now
somebody
play out.
Thank you.
gave you the phone to be able to ask that question. I think so.
Okay, let's have this next person here.
Morning. Yeah, go ahead, Samara. Take that one.
Good morning. Good morning, you are live.
Good morning. Are you there? Okay, let's have this person.
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, you are live.
Yeah, this is Victor Job on this 14.
Go ahead, Victor.
Okay. You know, my sister, all what you're trying to say it is true. But people would not agree with us because they know for the weather, they get together, they not get together, they election, they will be quite around, they do it. Because they think that having freedom, what they not do there? This president accept record what we know, so they're going to go as one. Look at that, who is going to be the face of the most person now. One put them over 1 minute. Today they say wait to the past because they know their error already. So the will be caught and there will be no second round. They will come with cry with tears. Nothing. Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much. 0770907907080. Let's have this next person.
Morning, Anime. Where are you calling from? I think now. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
I don't think that person is paying attention.
I think I'm Sarah. She usually
Okay.
call anybody because she on the paper.
Okay, let's have this next person. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Anime, where are you calling from? Your line is terrible. Can you change your location?
Okay, now. It's okay now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You see, what we see in my sister is like, country, guess what I said for the first time? This unity is what
I think that call is working.
Yeah.
It's very, very
Yeah.
I want to
Change your location and call back. We'll take the call, please.
Okay. Let's have this person.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, this is not for fun. This is not a children line. You don't call. I'm not saying we don't support kids making an import, but you can wait for the lunchtime and call and tell us what you want to have for lunch. But this is a political show. So don't give the food to your children to call and start playing phone here, please. If we know your number, you keep doing that. When you call, we will not pick your call.
I think we have a call there.
Yeah, let's have this person.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, go
Good
ahead.
morning.
Hello.
Good morning. You are live.
I'm Ubidai from Upper Corway.
Okay, let's hear you.
I thank God thank you for our party. And I only want to do it for the president.
For who the puppy?
Manager.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
It is simple. Don't give the food to your
Okay.
children.
So, the issue of having one round
To be frank,
is what we are
don't-
actually looking at this morning. And we are not specific as to say CDC must have this one round, or how do you call it, Unity Party must have this one round, or the next party must have this one round. Whoever it will be, let us see as to how we can rally our support and go to election and
Yeah.
come out of it at once and not have to go through it again and again. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Gokano calling from Morovia.
Wonganu, go ahead. What part of Moreover are you calling from?
That's CO's Intellectual Center.
Okay, go ahead.
The issue of one round for any political party, I think if you look at clearly in this upcoming election, you will realize that the United Party will have a clear round lead because of the failure of our president to commit himself to the promise he made, the coastal highway, he promised. He never even do a groundbreaking ceremony for a road between Stano and Grand Basel.
Yeah, P. Jesse complaining saying I wanted the Southeast Road President George we are burying.
The coastal highway that was promised, it was not intended by using maybe the road in Myanmar to use as an excuse. That road, it was signed into law by Manasili. What our president promised is what we're looking up to.
Is the phony available?
Yeah?
You know we have problem with phony, right? Money.
If we have problem with funding, you make a projection according to what you intend to do. You don't make political promise, and then you look for a standard and grandfather that's in our plan. Especially we have promised they go to highway you still.
Okay.
Make a short distance, short capital. Standard to grandfather is one of the shortest. Okay, capital city you could connect easily. But the start here is short and connecting capital city to capital city.
Okay.
You already made a point saying United Party will come federal.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you for having your say on this platform. Let's see if we can have this next person.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning.
Yeah, where you calling from? What's your name?
This is John too calling from Jojo.
Go ahead, John.
Look, my sister, CDC will go one round. In the region of which CDC will go one round, I hear the federal term of Manasari. Manasari know about from Ghana to happen. You know, she know about that project. Even the moral with you from Japan freeway, that Manasari, they didn't go to tell you now. They know that the road started from Ghana now into Secretary. He did as that 5 years now, or 7 years now, the federal go on. We from the south is starting now benefiting from the quota. By the quota that is efficient now, the project are coming on from Africa to Fisher.
Wow.
Now we join the government.
Congratulations, my brother.
You know what happens to the party? Now that the building was shipped to the for this federal government. So we got 1 year or the first time to go on what the country. At least the man has almost the 90% of the 15 counties.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Okay. Let's have this next person.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Candy Peter. I'm calling from Perry Street.
Go ahead.
Uh, this this government CDC going to win one round. You know, how would you say you are opposition when you're schooling on yourself, doing confusion on yourself? So you gave to realize that to go for 12 years. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. Let's have this next person.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Commander, our in-law, I delivered one of the three Alani amateur, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, like I was saying, right? Look, if the parents, we are putting the country first. The kind of working the president, we are running the same political subdivision. You will know that president, we are really trying to transform the life of the Liberian people. Don't forget about the hardship. Look at all the one and I can see how the great America said I was selling people $1, now I'm selling $2. To tell you that the war is getting hard. The Bible told it before. So president, we are expecting how to see our best. You can see central law, this take them, how you can say them Monrovia, pass our rural places, then the president are talking about so I will finish EA and experience. They say you talking about you want to be that kind of president or so that right here and read that. Look, God said he heaven, who created the heaven and the earth, which he divided the earth, the country, knowing that we want to see every country divided so the same thing that will happen. And President, we are looking to transform this country. We will speak no one and one round, baby, they come up to us and what they see the Chris.
Okay. Thank you.
You never cease to amaze
Thank
me,
you.
especially when you go on the paper show. I don't know what can be
Let's have this
between
next
you.
person.
Good morning.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
I'm calling you from the Johnsonville community. I'm Peter S. Topa.
Peter,
What?
make your point.
Thank you very much for the show. We appreciate. Let me be clear with this. The issue of President we are going back or be elected is questionable. Simply because his government has gone through the interests of the Liberian people.
Okay.
The issue of rule of law has actually been downplayed by President Wheeler. And then let me tell you, when it comes to the opposition being together, Liberia is noted for oppositions going not 100% being together. It happened in 2017, before the 2017 election, there was Gansa's declaration to same political party. It didn't go. There were President Wheeler, the NPP, the CDC, the LPDP came together before having a coalition. And today you see the Jeremiah Poon, the Nyomli Kanga, the Joseph Walker, and even the Martina Koba going to that. The opposition right now is more stronger than 2017. I assure you that the opposition will win the election. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you ever so much for having your say. Thank you for having.
It's very nice when you sit on the radio and listen to Liberian people make their points from different perspective, not restricting the what to say. You see that democracy is the order of the day, freedom of speech, something that we are enjoying in this country. I think we have someone in the
Okay, we lost that person. Yeah, go ahead.
So peace comes with a lot of gifts, and freedom of speech being one of them. If we did not have peace in our country, we won't sit in this cool atmosphere today and discuss these issues that we're talking about. Because of peace, we are relaxed talking. We don't have gun shooting at our back, property being destroyed, life lost, and all of these things. So we should just maintain our peace and think about like doing whatever we do.
Okay, let's see if we can have this person.
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, you are live.
Yeah. My name is Isaac Willie for the second time. One woman just come to me. My senior director said, I'm going to tell you, you got a video on. So I'm going to tell you, they come in election. You will not, nobody will come to them to laugh. Because they already know that when the election come in, by the time they can come outside, after the election, you can't see nobody again. Only the government can be crying home. They already know what can happen. So that particular place, Joria will go for the second time. It will be a one-round victory.
I hope that the woman say,
No, the woman said I gave her a song on radio.
Okay.
Actually, and I called for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the woman was saying it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you for having the Omas say.
Yeah, you did well, you know.
On the
Some people
radio
won't do
this
that.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah, actually calling in to actually tell us what that woman said was a great thing this morning.
Yeah.
And so I just want us to take this time to dedicate this program to our birthday lady in here this morning.
She's supposed to bring surgery for us. How are you getting that?
No, but after year now.
Oh, yeah.
After year, why you won't rush the thing?
How can me say we can't see
After all
birthday
this
for somebody when I
long
get time for me?
We'll have
Yeah,
something.
she cook goat. You can imagine Saturday we cook goat to a horse. Eh?
Was the
Only
biggest
we were here
birthday
sitting here.
Mm.
Now they say I think I also have some lunch hour but they not go.
Mm.
Waiting for the pre-birthday food, Samara ate that goat. She and her friends they ate it at noon. She not even bring peace to the station here for us. And it's someone very gay. Whole show.
Yeah, we want play this birthday song for
Samara.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get the song this morning to see as to how I can have it play here. So so that but while we are searching for the song, you can keep your calls coming
Yeah.
in
Yeah, I think
until
we have somebody on the line.
yeah, okay. Let's have this person.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Yanina.
morning.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Bome County.
That is picking again. So I
I'm
think
not picking.
okay, go ahead. We say you're not picking, go ahead. What you want to say this morning? What's your name?
My name is Mohamed Natalia.
What do you want to say, Mohammed?
I want to say for the lunch, maybe y'all give me lunch.
All right.
This
we'll
is
get
not
you
the
lunch,
lunch.
yeah? Not the lunchtime here, yeah? Mohammed? Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed. Wait for 12 o'clock and you will call to know as to whether the birthday lady will give you lunch or the person who will be here for the program will provide you lunch. Okay, so I have something here. Let's take this one. Let's take this one.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, and the sun tonight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
So what are you doing here today? You're supposed to be wrapped in.
In your
Your
blanket.
blanket. In your blanket.
Maybe we'll go in measure to like Jesus.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, and the sun tonight.
Okay, so we want to say this morning, happy birthday to you, Samira. You form part of the Voice of Liberia team, and it's glad that we get to share your birthday with you today on this program. So we just heard the birthday song being played, and I think we can sing in here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me say
So,
this. The word that sis mother, she has a very good tone when it comes to singing. I don't know about you.
Oh, so you see?
Don't judge the book by its cover.
This right now. I get
The woman already said you bring her with a go soup and you give her anything she wants.
They care. You see, so she attacking me personally. Like,
Wow.
you know, like,
I'm
I'm
just saying.
So let's start the song, please. On behalf of management, on behalf of the CEO, Sekou Sharif, the manager, Darlington Pogba, on behalf of every other person here, we are dedicating this program today to our beautiful Miss Samira Wala. And so the song goes like this. Today is your birthday. There's a day when you were born. So celebrate and have a joyous day with your friends and family. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, dear. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you, dear. Happy birthday That's all for nothing.
They get flat. You want to say something else? She also disappear. Trust me.
Okay, so we are here this morning. The team is composed of Fambata Duncan and
Grace Williams Joshua
and Samaria will let the bread taker.
And these are the voices you will be hearing every other morning. Going forward, like I said previously, from the onset of this show. And maybe at times all of us will not be here, but we will be here every other day to present to you the program Good Morning Liberia. So we could take a little break, and then when we come back, we have our last talking point for the day. Okay. It feels good to be back to continue from where we left off on the program this morning. And this is the last portion of this program. And we told you earlier that we were going to talk about Unity Party's visit to Banga. And we also Kanta, and we also told you we will squeeze in Tumete Weir's scholarship initiative, and so we will take. Is that the audio?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have the audio play so that Liberians can listen to what was said.
That is Senator Prince Johnson, the first one.
share part.
No, I think
Is that
okay.
that's the
Let me
pastor,
just
right?
take the package here. Let's take
The
rescue.
I think we come there super one, super two.
Yeah, that day. Okay.
So we all came and so nothing much to say. I want to say to you that God kept somebody. After the war, when we destroyed this country, God brought two people. Man, Sabini gave us a worker to face the country. They took the country from zero and brought it somewhere. Whether you are number 2 or number 3, I mean, they took it from zero to that number. And we brought in our men. Our men carried it back to zero. But the God of never intelligent captain on the ship at the time is still around. And so there is more definite time than today. 90 more days, my leader will be making a decision. If I was a fire on the end, zero, he's okay. He may come. He young man to say he's running like he can't go to particular places, nothing from here to the house. The decision is not to make. That change is not going to happen. Thank you, God.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay. Chief, your people, sir.
Okay, I think Samra, we have to take the stand-up Waka voice. He will be the last. Okay.
Thank you. Pastor Lee, and your wife and members of this great church, I want to thank you. And we please have your seat. And I see surprising today we have the Baptist praying here. That's from our own church. I want to thank you. I see you visiting the country of thank you. We're here again to say thank you. I realize that's a way. We thank you for the prayers. The little girl was praying. She was shouting so much. Somebody did not shout. God is not there. She was praying for a pair of shoes. She said, but my auntie, they don't have black shoes. So we hear you. Sister there, don't fire. And you've done a great job. We want to thank you. Last time I was in Canada, we visited 8 churches. I could see the population of the churches diminishing. But people find it even difficult to come to church these days. Last time we were here with the field church, it showed that things are difficult. And when things are difficult, we know it's so we just want to say, let's take courage. The God that you said is still on the throne. When we went through the first election, and we wrote our conception statement, fortunately, at the corner with them, said, well, you can't do that. We can't give this thing out. We're fighting. I said that when Pilate asked the Jews, who should I believe in you, Jesus or Barabbas? Barabbas. If they could take Barabbas over Jesus, I said, who am I? Let me take Barabbas.
Wow, that's it. If they can take Barnabas over Jesus, who am I? That's what he said motivated him in the first round in 2017. Political season, political talk.
Political talks. He's even
Okay.
saying that nowadays the churches they are not packed because people are not going to church because it's political season. So
And
they are
then
noticing
we
that
came
people are
back
not going to
to
church.
Donkey. That whole started another
What
situation
started
about
before?
what she can say. Yes.
No, let's go ahead. The issue is not about one person setting the basis as it relates to what we hear and what we have to contribute to the discussion. So we'd like to hear from you. Kick the ball.
Yes,
Let's go ahead.
but I would like to start from the beginning, wherein you heard the voice of Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson of Liberia County. And before giving the microphone over, he said ritualistic killings going on, corrupt people, criminal people, so criminals. Like what he's trying to say, what he's like this freedom of speech thing is good, right?
Sure.
But people just go about and just insult. So this particular corruption that you are talking about now, are your hands clean from it?
That's the part.
I'm not saying, you are deeply but are your hands clean from it? Or the ritualistic killings you are talking about? Are you sure that this particular person hand that you are raising up in your church, are you sure that they are not going to be involved in these things when elected into power?
Or they have not already
Or
been
they have
involved.
not been involved into it. Are you making your church a place where you will get political figures going there to go and run their campaigns? Because that's the Fifth Chapel Church. Like I said, I live Lover Street. He has one of the branches there too.
Okay.
And that's the Fifth Chapel Church in Liberia County. And now he carried Ambassador Boaka there so that he can lift Boaka hands to the people of Liberia County. But then lifting the hands is a fine thing. But coming up and saying that corruption going on, coming up and saying ritualistic killings going on, who knows? Are you not involved in these things?
But is he not a part of the government?
That's the thing. I like that question. He is. He's part of. So when we're talking about this thing, he's involved. Like when they are saying the George Weah-led government, they are corrupt. PYJ is involved because he's a senator. A very high-ranking senator that has been in that position over years. What are you doing about this corruption thing? You have been there for years. You are building your schools, building your churches, to impart yourself. Because yes, it's imparting the Liberian people somehow, but all of this money they are going to go to you and your family members. But you have been sitting as senator over more than 9 years. We've calculated the years here, there are so many. What have you done about corruption? Well, only to come and stand to the public and say corrupt country or criminals or ritualistic killings going on. What are you doing about it as a senator?
That's the question.
Okay, say from Mata. So now I call you say, but when the argument get heated, I call you from Mata.
That's
Oh,
it.
donkey.
Because that's how it should be.
And sometimes when we are really heated, I call you Davis or I call you Donkey. Let's look at CDC question mark 2017 election question mark Prince Yomi Johnson question mark 2017 election question mark and compared with that of Ambassador Boaka now question mark. I tell people that Prince Johnson is a cooling man.
A
They
very
don't
funny
believe me.
one.
Prince Johnson is not consistent. Ambassador Boaka, hear me well if you listen, or anybody from your camp listening. Now they see Prince Johnson here 2017, you can remember when he put your we are here up. I hear a lot of audio saying that the ball down.
Get the
They get the country at heart. This is the perfect example for Liberia. We need a kind of a person in leadership for them to win. And they see Prince Johnson now talking about ritualistic killing, forgetting question mark. They say for war. Now they see Prince Johnson was throwing gun around here in our country. He even executed one of our president. Question
Talk on
mark.
his ear.
So if you are talking about ritualistic killing, the issue of reparation and prosecution of perpetrators of war crimes still remain a serious issue in this country. And Liberia don't see anything wrong with it. You're talking about today, Why is it CDC had to take my girl to make my girl stand up bearer for them and for only excuse not stand up bearer for senatorial election to go as a head for CDC on CDC ticket? All of these things could have been corrected if the early Johnson government and even this present government could have just approved the War and Economics cramped code. You will see war law that Prince Johnson will not be failing around here. Even when I rescue now, once you get any stigma of war or you took part in a war in any form, you will have been prosecuted.
Sure.
And you will pay. Our people are still moving with problems from the war. Some people still have bullets in their legs. There is no reparation going on. They are not paying for what they done. People feel satisfied. They feel like hero for killing people. And yet, Prince Johnson come on air to tell us about ritualistic killing. Can you imagine? Prince Johnson talking about corruption when he been senator for almost 18 years.
And he's still fighting for that
And
position.
he's still going. He's still getting one more time.
time.
Let me tell you something. 12 years, Prince Johnson, you've been there. You seated there as a senator. So apparently, the years they said that you vying for it, and you will go. Nobody will take you from there. What has been your contribution to the Senate? We hear it, the people take care on their feet, and Prince Johnson, you're not part of them. You clean from corruption. That come to rescue one. Let me tell you something. Government is not play where everybody is supposed to be. Before I get the matter from my time, Panambas and Jesus shouldn't be a scenario for our political space. Because at least Councillor Bwaka spent 12 years serving us. 12 solid years serving us. So you can't compare him to Councillor Bwaka, that statement enough for you. Panambas were in jail before Jesus went there. But you were not in jail. You said you were packed. You were all car packed. Why is it that now you want to be president and you taking a young man? The young man talking say you will not go drink, but that young man I thought you now. He said will go flex and get flex will know him. I don't know how many women say he had on the way. I'm here to talk about that. But the fact remains, if we elect you tomorrow, the way you were packed when you were with Oma, you and Oma were working together, you were packed.
I wouldn't agree that he was packed.
You said he was packed.
He had ministers under his control. The Minister of Defense Sport. It was under the
after you were samurai, you were laying your base and kept quiet. So let me do my own. Let's something here. Let me ask you about something. Alpha, you say you were packed. When you are even with it, when we say working with state, she's supposed to be at her age. That a young boy, where you will come work with, what think you will be? You will not. Then when you will not be packed, I think they will drive the car, they will shop it in the water, on the water, because
that's what Liberians are afraid of.
Yeah.
Whenever you ask them, you hear them say, with the closeness of Prince Johnson to JNB. They won't go for that ticket because they sense that something else will happen. Because looking at the fact that this man is responsible for the slaughtering of a former president, including Liberians, and whenever he comes up, he will tell you that he did it in defense.
You are protecting the Ghanaians.
So the same people you killed years back in defense, like you said, these are the same people you are calling on to kind of vote you. And in the process of calling on them,
you don't feel sorry for what you don't say.
That's it. Then the part about it, whichever arrangement you go into is not something that will benefit the masses, but you want to be the one that will benefit. And lots of Liberians have talked about this, and we are still saying this. And it's something that we actually need to look into. So the issue with Rescue 1, Rescue 2,
Rescue 10, who
are they rescuing?
rescuing Liberia.
I ain't get problem when you pass it a black guy. He's a clean man.
Sure.
When you come to character, he's a very decent man. I respect. That honorable man a lot. But our papa, why you go take that kind of for people you put in around you? You know me,
That's the
for me,
thing.
I'm feeling bad, seriously.
And that's the reason why people are like not wanting to actually give him their support because of the choice he made. Because actually people were already looking at Young Lee, and people were looking at other persons who, even though they had problem with them, like Costa, they had problem with Costa as well. But people were actually looking at Young Lee. People were looking at her, but again, we don't know why he chose that ticket. But then maybe again he feels that because we saw in years past that whoever Prince Johnson sided with, okay, that's the person who won the second year. So maybe he's having that same notion, and that's the reason why he decided to go that route, thinking that this will be repeated. But then again, we are hearing people from Nimba calling to say they are not up for that thing. That this time around, they've seen the development, they've seen road connectivity, they've seen other things that they were not seeing before, and so they have decided as to where to go. So that's it.
Seriously, you can't finish killing some of us mothers, fathers, they stabilize this country, then you coming back. But then it takes the Prince Johnson man for info that can be based because seriously, if Ambassador Baka wants good for his party, let Prince Johnson just was sit down. He shouldn't be in for his political activities because when we like when some of us that were victim of this war, when we see Prince Johnson, you can see that things in our heart for what he did to us. And he's still dividing the country, talking about if they won't get there, this and this and this. Then Josh, we are only paying the southeastern road, he ain't looking at Nima County. Where Secretary road is being in there right now. This is bad. We should try to unite this country.
He's noted for making statements, and at the end of the day, those statements can bounce back at him. Like he once upon a time related to George Weah as President George Weah as the boy. And then he came again. He came back and said the person can do the work. So I just look at him as someone who is full of deception. He's not true to what he says. Okay, maybe he gets into these things based on what he wants, and if he notices that he cannot get what it is that he's into this thing for, then he starts to.
And you always using our country to push himself. Nima not your property, Prince Johnson. Nima for all of us. So please stop using Nima country to get to politicians. If you want to go around your campaign, go on your own. You can't support Baka ticket. Are you support? Let me tell you, if Baka will lose the election, Prince Johnson, you will be the cause.
But do you think the decision was from Prince Johnson to go on this ticket?
I think Baka asked for his support. I think they asked for his support. But for me, Ambassador Baka, knowing the stigma that Prince Johnson have in this country, I have problem with rescue too or whoever. But Prince Johnson, look at that video of the late president. If you watch it, each time you get traumatized. And he not even having remorse for what he did.
He said he changed already. You see, the man is a pastor now.
Then why he said he changed? Then we see the impact on the like people.
Not all he used the house of God to go and preach politics. Then if there's something on the internet about him, he wait for Sunday service. And in the house of God. Like so he doesn't have it. Like these people who are saying these things, the PYJ, whoever, if you put them. You say, oh yes, take care of the country for 4 days. They will not even do anything. There's nothing they will be able to do. But at the end of the day, just sit and just talk. You are not helping. What are you doing? You are not helping, but rather you're just talking. Doing the talking, dividing people, putting them, criticizing people, giving people bad thoughts.
It's not good for this country right now because our children need to go to school. We need a safe environment.
Sure.
I ain't get problem with it. But just for you to see, each time Baka goes somewhere, from that, then Prince Joseph will be the first to talk for what?
Then you see that people can be saying that.
Maybe he's thinking himself in that light, or because the president had or because Joseph Boaka has decided to carry a son of the county, so he wants to be in the picture as it relates to wherever they go and all of that. But then let Boaka be
careful.
Yeah, with his connection
That's the point.
toward the team, because
Because it's like
other
he's
people,
selling himself.
other people will look at it to mean that
Maybe like he can be president.
Exactly, that's my point.
Let
Now
me
where
say-
are we heading?
let me say-
like, we can hear these things. We
Also-
write text
Sure.
say, oh, tell us, say,
Sure.
text say, you get people having these
and
arguments.
people are of the
So-
notion that even if Joseph Boakai team wins, Rescue 1 or Rescue Hammer
Two.
wins,
Prince Johnson
Prince Johnson will have a major influence
Exactly, this country, of course.
He will end up
It's
set up
the
rescue one. Let me say, when Queen even real anywhere they go for campaign, that Prince Johnson
If
can come.
they wins, whatsoever decision the country will
They have to
take,
consult
they have to
Prince
consult
Johnson,
him,
the deputy.
because they'll be like, I was the one that made it to win. He said it about Josh, he said he was the one that made
He
Josh
will not
win.
control. Maybe they will
Josh
control.
Biahi
The
up,
controlling spirit will
and
not
so
get to
on.
the point. But not the thing. And secondly, maybe when they go to election, the second round coming, they when we lose or when they lose, when they finish winning, I just predicting. Maybe they're coming now for another election. Maybe George Biahi, whoever come back and say, I want to contest. The person win or landslide, they say, then Prince Johnson will come in and start consulting my man. Who come here again? Oh no! Like zero count.
yeah, but we pray not to go
We don't
back
want that. We
to
don't
those
want
days,
that.
because there are lots of people who have established themselves after the war. We are thinking on bettering our lives, and we don't want
We don't
to
want problem.
go back to those days. And so
Ambassador Baga had no right to bring Prince Johnson closer. But looking at the upcoming election, if even the Rescue 1 may lose or Rescue 2 lose this election, will Prince Johnson be happy to accept the result? Will he be happy to accept the result? Or even if they win governance, he will have 100% influence.
that's the thing.
So that's the issues we're discussing. It's not like I hate Prince Johnson, but anybody that can be willing to go on camera to kill somebody,
And with that kind of character, that's what
you don't
people are
have
looking
fear
at.
in favor for. You don't even think that God is watching. What were you thinking on? And you're not even feeling sorry for what you did. You're still telling the Liberian people, dividing people, using comments, using statements that can create fear in the people.
Look at what happened at the church the other day. Where you go to worship God, look at what happened there. The whole place got disrupted. People running, head scatter. Only because somebody said something, he didn't call a press conference at his residence, but then
People go
he
worship
said
God, then I
he
think you want to
invited
say-
people at the church and be having service. So are you using this place for your self-interest, your political tactics? Are you using the horse of God for that? Then he's preaching and saying that he changed, things happen, he has changed already.
We
You are
forgive
trying
you, but then not be inciting fear in us.
Exactly.
When you're talking about Southeastern role, will you not use that role? Will you not go to the Southeastern
When he
there?
said that thing, I really broke down. The road this boy is creating is for the Southeastern part and for the Nima County people. So at the end of the day, Nibarians, I'm urging you guys to vote against him. Joseph Waka, he's the future of this country. Joseph Waka, you put your own Jeremiah.
Waka said, "Will not be happy with what you be saying."
Are you doing all of these things only because of Niba County,
And
or are you doing it for Liberia?
that's what we always do, or we always see contestants or those who are vying for our public seats do. Whenever they want to come to the limelight, instead of telling
what
the
they can
people,
do.
bringing
Yeah.
their platform, encouraging people, motivating people, or convincing people to see the
They start
need to
to
vote for them,
denigrate other people.
they will start to bring other people in the picture. And what they don't know is that you are promoting the person, because other people will see what the person has done and say, but we never had this before. And if this is here now, as I think that's a need for which I would want to, support this person. So the issue of highlighting what other people have done, I think it's not something that these people who are vying for positions and things should be
Because this
highlighting.
mother, yes.
Yeah, really.
In Liberia, that is how politics works in Liberia. Liberia, you see, almost everybody that's contesting for a particular position, you'll see that they will always use other people. They won't talk about the platform, but they'll say the other man this and something, and like look at the program that Cummins had the other day at the sports complex there, where Yeka was in fact, I don't even want to talk about him. But then that retired suffering rally.
Okay.
Instead of them talking about the election, running the campaign and doing everything that they can do to win the Liberian people, the place wasn't even packed. We have because they lost their money, so people never turned up that day. It was very poor. Instead of saying things that will encourage the Liberian people, they jump on George money we are kids. Where in the other countries saying how he and the other president washing for back together, you go carry up. You You
Tell
won't
the
set this
people
program
what
just to
you've
talk about
come
this
to do.
man.
Tell the people what you've come to do, what you've
that
done,
will continue
what
to be
you
a
will do.
challenge to
Exactly.
this generation, because when you come
That's
to
how
sell yourself, or you
politics
come
work
in
in
apply
Liberia.
for a job or going
Mm-hmm.
anywhere, don't discredit the person that was there previously,
No.
or the person you will meet there because you want. Because if they put you there, what difference are you going to make?
They're
That's
gonna
the
be
thing.
very confused in that
Yeah.
seat.
You talking about George Weah? Who are you promoting George Weah, oh my brother?
He was there with iron suffering.
Talk about yourself. What Kumi is doing for us, what Waka is doing for, what Rescue One doing. Don't be talking Prince Johnson, my man. Talk about what you not do.
Joshua get who platform to lay. You got yours to lay.
Attacking
What
each other
are
will not solve this problem in this
other
country.
things? What are other things he's done in Nimba, apart from him building school for himself
University
or
for himself,
doing
they
other
are
things?
paying him.
What?
Telling the chief and elders in my man for traditional level, I think he tell us there.
Yeah.
A tradition thing here, I sacrifice for
For
you.
you.
I waste my life. When Chatula King here, they were killing all. When the crown people were killing all, they pour with Mr. Money on squat here. I don't want to defend the Nima people.
So it's me,
Yeah.
and
I
just
said
send
the road that is leading to PYJ church and school that you get on Lover Street. Every Sunday, I'm not saying they say PYJ can pass that road to go for service. He and his wife. Every Sunday. So sometimes they just enter Lover Street and see that road, you feel too bad. For the fact that they go up there and I fix the road, so he's not going to face it. Forgetting that you got property there. This is place you go every day. It's your school. So why are you not facing the stop it in front of your school like you did with your house?
So this should also be something that goes
If
to
they're getting the
other
power,
people, to other people that will come out last minute to time to wanting to be president or vice president or what have you. What did you do?
What are you doing?
During the 6 year tenure of President George Weah, what were you doing behind the scene that we can see for which we will want to elect you?
Now I want to call the woman Senate message. Say we can see politicians.
Yeah.
Only
election
So they
time.
will keep the money at the end of the day. They bring it and say, oh yeah,
things
vote
hard
for me.
for us.
Vote for me.
So
They
remember,
push it
the
hard.
fact remains that we're not changing the country, we will not change our mind and our attitude like we will not develop. People that have killed, let them pay for their crimes. Let them be prosecuted on what they did.
Okay.
We shouldn't be people that steal, even if that man kill whoever it is. If we bring a one economic crime code,
And
they will pay for it.
the man was nominated in Magibi.
So unless you bring a war crime code, you bring whether people will pay for that crime. If you bring no,
I don't know.
how will you do that?
I don't even know whether Magibi or Magibians, especially those who are in support of him being a senator, I don't even know as to whether they are taking into account there are consequences that might erupt as a result of the censure and other things. So
People do this thing and then they joke with it. They pass it around.
and they're forgetting to know that whichever decision, whether it comes alive or not, it has an effect on all of those who are
In our country, and the fact is, some people will sit and say, I'm going for it. This is the time you make use of your photo card.
Sure.
Because if you say the people elect Magio as their senator, you have no say. Anything comes. Now you have
to accept it. The man is already there.
The man is already sanctioned. So if you go, you elect him, it's up to you. The same way we're talking about Prince Johnson issue, if we come up with a war and economic crime code, those that have done wrong in this country, they will be brought to justice. If you steal, maybe during the war you stole, or in your government you stole huge money, then local money, they were talking about it right here. All the Baba concession, like APM terminal, all the things, they will be accountable, or they will not just report them with dash, no report. The World Economic Crime Code will serve as a guidance for all of us. Those that were affected in the war, there will be reparation made. They will be able to be treated, and that they will be able to settle according to your TRC recommendation. None of these things we're looking at.
All of these persons know what the date or what they are doing, and that's the reason why whenever the issue of the economic crimes code arises, you won't really find them, contributing. They will always sweep it under the carpet. Like you hear Senator Johnson will say, there was an agreement signed that
nobody can bring war crime for you.
So other people are relying on that to.
Other
people are relying on it to do even worse. Even worse. I was listening to the 10th richest person in Liberia, I was listening to it, I think either yesterday or day before yesterday, and the majority of those names that were called in that clip, these are people who, one way or the other, is involved with corruption.
Seriously?
Sure. They are involved with corruption. So they just get in these positions, take the Liberian people money that people should go to school from, should benefit from. They get them for themselves,
everything.
And that's how it is. So as we go to the election, we ought to be wise this time around. We ought to be wise. And there are some people who, till now, they have not made up their mind as to whether to get involved in the process and all of that. Well, we need to see as to what to do.
American government, they censure everybody in the country. But once the war and economic crime code is not established, none of those things will have effect on the Liberian society.
Even the PY,
none of these things will have, because that financial money is still lottery and money.
Sure.
We're not only talking about McGill. You find all the facts, bring all the evidence. But once there is no law on doct to prosecute these people as per our constitution, it still remains a serious challenge. Some people just get it right me anymore. Keep doing what you're doing. But then they're not there for real, one day for master.
Essential member too. Is there lifting people and you are essential by the American government too?
You talking about McGill one day? They're not serious.
It's almost like I got my soul, my fault, I forget about it, and I jump.
Then you are the elected, you say show you that. That my girl will be passing away around talking about corruption, which are they still killing when you slaughter people on live camera around here. You even get ashamed to say those things.
Okay, so good morning, Liberia. We are here this morning, bringing to you the program, and we want to say.
You want to squeeze to make
we want to say, yeah, we were squeezing in shortly.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me go through something here quick.
Okay, so like I'm saying, I don't hate Prince Johnson as an individual. My point here is, if you are telling the Liberian people about ritualistic killing, about corruption, he now preaches equity must come with a clean hands. You know, you want you with the others? My man, wash your hands. Let your hands be clean. But you can't bring our mind back to the wickedness you did in the past. Then they see wickedness, you come and talk and comment when people are doing it. What have you done? Have you told the Liberian people sorry? Have you openly apologized for what you did to our ex-president? And the people you slaughtered on our bridge? The Jamaica Road Bridge, have you forgotten? The skeleton killings you did in this country, skinning people alive.
You know, we just will name them one by one. Since he does, or shaming people, calling them up that they are corrupt. You're on their own records. They are even on cameras. We can see it every day. But yet,
we won't bring the Liberian man back to those things, because if you just play out, all the people will start feeling very bad and they will be discomfortable. So,
but the Liberians are coming to their senses.
You wanted to squeeze in something?
Yeah, I'm looking for.
We could open the phone lines.
Yeah, I'm looking for.
While we take calls.
Okay, go ahead. Announce the number.
Okay,
so the number to call 0770-907-907 for our orange subscribers. 0770-907-907, and for our Lone Star subscribers, you call us on 088-0907-907.
907-907 for Lone Star and Orange, right?
Yes.
0880-0770.
Yes.
907-907. Call and be a part of this program. Today we're looking at the UP visit to Ganta, where Senator Prince Y. Johnson.
We have somebody on the line.
I think we have someone.
Okay, let's have this person.
Right.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I'm Sister Johnson calling from Wellfield. To be precise, Bao College.
All right, make your point.
Yes, I've been listening to the program. The thing whether I get that, I want to tell you people left. They're talking about second round Benin in the election. Every time we're talking about the second round, I said the best thing we'll do, maybe the election commission will think on it. We'll go back to our CEO saying, what did they say? You are getting higher number, you win. Then second round Benin will end.
Okay,
I let
thank
it
you.
go far away.
Thank you for making your point.
Okay.
Say,
I say I let your business. Oh.
yeah, we just go vote. You might get a higher number like you win. Then we finish the second round Benin. Because first round are expensive, second round are expensive.
Exactly.
And all the expensive will not get money in the country. Then every time second round. So
Okay.
that's my own point of view.
Okay, thank
Then
you.
the next thing, some of us we are sedition. But we don't, now every day we get chance to call on the radio because we are so busy. The country, they're talking about country hard, country hard. They think only like draw one hard. The whole hard, the whole war. But when you get you now want to do nothing for you say, just go to the country, I will go and afford. Early in the morning, I go send my people a bit of money, I can't go back, I can't feel over.
No.
So I can every time somebody every day will be complaining the country. I can tell anybody when you talk. I can tell you, I say, they are going to city. They want to get your 4 times the money. I want to one time. I can't feel you.
Thank you.
Everybody when I get on stay on their film, just the country has. They spend yes. So we now want to do everything all over the country, the whole country. So I want to tell all of people myself, yeah. I tell all of people, I say the next day they allow for him there again, so he can end his project and all of things that he carry on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's have this next person.
Good morning. Walk away from the monitor.
Okay, yeah, I call you up.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my name is Jim Jara. I'm calling from 17th Street.
Okay.
The first thing they were talking about what Joey are doing. When a person when you go to Korahu, they have fair power there. The market is there in the particular government in Korahu. And besides, when you actually came out, nephew in what point of wheelbarrow business. He said, why the man got to go and take wheelbarrow and call who is that?
Have my sympathy.
They kill the man. Yeah. And there's the man who brought me down here. I was living with.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
killed that man for wheelbarrow business.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And so, as for me, even when preacher say he saved Nima, he was not in Nima. Because in the water, we know that preacher to Carway. He never went to Nima. Through all the war, because Chatla was on that side, preacher was right here. Only to be acting wicked in that here. To be killing people. He went on radio doing editor on favorite radio. He said he told Joe I was going to kill Joe and kill Joe. And he told Eddie, he said, nobody cannot play with me. If you say you will send people out to my hall, I'll not forget you. I still tell my people behind me. He said it on favorite radio. You see? And besides that, the man, I love the man because since the man took over, no radio station has been closed. We listen to all the radio stations in town here. People talk freely and go freely. We listen to any radio station we want to listen to.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Doing editor, Star Radio was closed, Rock FM was closed, and some radio stations. But all the radio stations, they are open and we listen to them. We talk any kind of way we want to talk.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. So let's have
I think we have.
You not only as a fellow Liberian, but as your brother. I made a promise to Liberia that through my success, I will come home and make sure that I give back to my family, which is everyone here. So I had a brief conversation with my parents, and I told them that, okay, I need to make a donation to not only sports, but to education in order to help underprivileged children, not only the people of Liberia, but for young kids who aspire to be bigger than what they are now in the world of football or education. So with that being said, I will be opening up a fund, and it will start at $20,000, and from there we'll keep it growing to be able to make sure that the kids have something, a future, a brighter future, and something to look forward to. You must keep your dreams and your hopes right here in your heart, because it can come true. You seen it happen with Papi. You seen it happen with myself. So you guys can be the next stars.
okay. We listened to the clip. That's the voice of Tumete Wia, the president's son, and we heard him say he thought or he decided that as he goes out and becomes successful, he wants to give back to his country. And I think that's the kind of spirit we all should put out. But we are in the know that there are many of us who, when we have the opportunity to go out there, travel to the diaspora, and have the opportunity to acquire maybe wealth or what have you, we only focused on our families, our children, and we do personal things aside from looking at other people out there to help. And I think that's a good stand from where he has started. And other people should look at that and see as to how to maybe not do exactly what he's doing, but to maybe follow in his footsteps and see as to how they can better the lives of other underprivileged Liberians as a whole.
Yeah, and the last time when he went on a football field, I was like thinking, I said, President, we are a humanitarian. All the money his son making, why is it his son came to Liberia only football field him passing around? Now what I was thinking, now knowing he was trying to work from a different perspective in line with what I was thinking. I'm so proud of him that my thought is actually coming to reality. I'm actually proud that he can even think in that direction to give back to the poor and needy. Because that's what I said. This little thing you do today, you feel it don't count. It counts a lot.
Sure.
The one life you impact, the one person you touch, the one life you change comes in 10,000 forms whenever you need help. So I'm actually proud of Timothy Weah for what he's doing across the country. Grateful to you, my son. Thank you very much.
Okay, Summer.
Okay, so I would like to say thanks to everybody for watching. Thanks for making your points.
But it's not time to leave this place. I didn't tell you we are about to leave. Why are you rushing out of here? Do you have something?
Not like I thought we were.
No, we are still here.
Right.
I just wanted to know your take as it relates to the audio we just listened to.
Okay,
as to what's your contribution.
All right. So as for that, my point is, I would like to say a big thank you to Timothy Weah because, for the matter of fact, he has put in Liberia on the map.
And he's just 23 years old, from what I know.
He has put in Liberia on the map because wherever he goes, through his posting, you always see Liberia name there.
Okay.
So he has put Liberia on the map and coming back to his country to give back to children. You know, it's so much amazing, and that's a thumbs up for him.
That's a thumbs up for him. But then those who will be associated, those who will be around him to work around him, we would like to ask that they do the needful, that they work in line with his vision or what it is that he wants to do. They should not lead him astray so that he becomes frustrated and maybe lost interest in what he has decided to do already, because we will come in as though we want to help. We will come in as though we have all of the ideas. And one thing about us is that we are good at just talking, but when it reaches the implementation aspect, then we are nowhere around to provide. So those who will be there to help, we ask that you help so that those children who really need help will get help, because that's one form of building the youthful population in Liberia. So call us on 077-09-079-07, as we wind down on the program this morning. What do you make of Timothy Weah giving back to the case of Liberia, and what also do you have to contribute as it relates to all of what we've been discussing here this morning? We want to hear from you. Someone is on the line.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning,
Go ahead, Edward.
I mentioned about that.
Yeah.
So we are still like going to get so we are here responding. So what we are always not as well.
It's in Liberia?
That's awesome. We are all better. And another part.
Okay.
But of that, we are coming as well to go to get to the poor or this that. It's not that. We have to.
Thank you very much. What else do you want to say?
Hello?
Do you want to say
You are
anything
live.
on the other talking points?
I'm not getting question again.
We had a lot of topics we discussed today. We talk about Rescue 1, Rescue 2, talk about the CDC one round victory. What else do you want to talk about?
I just want to discuss the issue.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
okay,
you.
thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much for having your say on the program this morning. And so let's start having our parting comments as we prepare to leave this morning. So we start with the birthday lady because she can't wait
Oh,
to
boy.
leave this place.
Well, it's not so much about that. I was just a bit confused because so many wishes coming true. So okay, I would
See
like to
one
say,
post.
Thank you. I can't call again.
like since Mother Day's birthday thing, it comes once a year.
Okay.
So if you are alive, you have to be grateful and celebrate as much as you can. Because many people, since the beginning of this year, we have people who have died. They passed out, and like you living to see your birthday is an added advantage.
And slaying is another other advantage.
Yes, like we gotta sleep. It's not regular.
Okay.
Okay, for my party comment, I would like to say thanks for watching, thanks for viewing, thanks for calling. It was a nice time here. This is our first edition of our Good Morning Liberia, and together, the three ladies in the studio, we are going to do a blast here. And I would like to say this is Liberia. Liberia is for us. We have to do all we can to maintain the peace. We have to do all we can to go into a peaceful election. You don't have to be separating people like the PYJ man is doing. He's kind of dividing this whole thing. You have to be straight to the point, know what you want, know who you want to vote for, and be able to have a successful or electoral process. My name is Liberia-VOL. Thank you.
Okay. I should go ahead.
Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Grace Williams Joshua, and I'm excited whenever I'm here to discuss with the Liberian people on national issues, especially on our national developments and how we can leave this level to a better one. I use the occasion to call on all well-meaning Liberians out there that we should maintain our peace ahead of this election. Forget our differences, our political parties, and be loyal to Liberia. Liberia is our common goal. Liberia is the only thing we all share in common. So the way we promote this country, the way we put our country on path, things we post about our country to the world matter so much. Liberia should be our primary focus, and peace should be the order of this day. I'm grateful once more. Grace Williams Joshua, have a nice day. Thank you for my time.
Okay, let me say many thanks to Grace Williams Joshua and that of Samira. Did I get it right?
Yes, Samira.
Okay, Samira, for being here this morning. And together we were able to share with you on the platform. Good morning, Liberia. And like I said, this is the team you will see every other morning on this platform, Good Morning Liberia, to discuss with you on topics about political issues or maybe some other issues far from politics that will be shared on this platform for your listening role or your participation as well. So just like others said, I would like to use this medium to call on each and every one of us Liberians as we go towards the October 10th election to do the needful, to know what it is that we want, and most of all, maintain the peace. Because when there is peace, though all of what we want will not be achieved, but we will have the time to go to bed, waking up the next morning with not having violence situations going around. We're not having people killing one another. We're not having people hating each other. We're not having maybe families or friends tearing each other apart, because as we go towards this election, the moment the campaign activities is being announced open, that's when you will see people doing all sorts of things. So we want to use this platform to call on all of our brothers and sisters and those who might want to instill violence and fear in the life of other people to desist from doing so. Let us preach our campaign messages in a peaceful manner. Let us not go to where other persons will be campaigning in order to avoid violence and maintain the peace. We want to say thank you for listening and join us tomorrow as we will be back here to present to you another presentation of the program. Good morning, Liberia. My name is Famata Duncan, and this is how we like to go on the program this morning to get prepared for the afternoon show, where you will see us back here shortly to also share with you on another platform about some of the things that will happen today or that might have happened before today. So thank you for being there, and this is how we'd like to leave you.